peace and greed. Hope you're Sabi. This is your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this is motherfucking Drink Chats Podcast. Make some noise!
And first off, before we start, I've been in LA for a month.
That's right.
I seen you on and off. You came in and you came out.
Right.
But when we started this podcast, what did we say, EFN?
This is strictly for the legends.
Strictly for the legends. You got Hot 97, you got Power 105. If you're a new guy and you want to come out and you want to, show your skills and do all that, you have a platform. But where's the platform for the legends? Where the platforms that for the people who've been in this game, who survived this game, who been in here for over 10 years, and where's their platform?
Right.
So me and my partner EFN, you could tell by his beard, that we wanted to represent the legends. And tonight, I am sweating. I am excited. I am vigorous.
We've been waiting for this.
I'm enthusiastic. We got the best legendary group. There's no other 9 brothers who got together and did what
Nobody
they
did
did.
it like them.
There's no other 2 boroughs that got together, meaning Staten Island, and Brooklyn coming together and bridging that gap. There's never been this done before, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this will never be done again. Tonight, in the motherfucking building, we got the motherfucking Wu-Tang Clan. Make some noise! Now, Meth, I'm gonna start with you because I heard the new Wu-Tang album was actually supposed to be you and Math working on a solo.
Yeah, Math was working on that joint, and his name is Mathematics, so he's smart as fuck, so he made the best move.
And he's from Queens too.
Yeah, he's from Queens.
Come on, nigga, I'm on you.
He made the best move
Give you
he
guys
could
some
make as
butt.
far as getting this album to as many people as possible, because I personally, I don't promote the way I used to. And
You don't what like you used to do?
I don't promote like I used
Okay.
to. And RZA would have been the best choice to go with at that point in time, because RZA's a machine and he has a whole machine behind him. So it was better. It was better. And from what I hear, the album is doing extremely well. So that was a plus. He played chess and he won.
Now, Cappadonna, you were going the first 2 albums? How many albums were you going?
Yeah, I was going for the
Here go the mic right here.
Second that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I came in on the Bill for Cuban Links album.
Right. And they
Yo,
told me.
not to cut you off, but
Right.
this is the reason why him and Ray are the reason why I even motherfucking rhyme. I was trying to get down with his crew called GBK. Get busy crew. Get busy crew.
Now, is this true, Cappadonna? Because they said that you had got locked up for something you actually didn't do, and you actually didn't tell. You held your ground, and that's the reason why you missed the Wu-Tang album.
Down.
Wow. Let's make some noise for him being honorable. You got no weed yet? He's on his own. He's on nothing.
I want you to roll me
Yeah, give him some bud. Yeah, he misunderstood. Yeah, give him some bud. He's a backward guy, man. You gotta relax, Diego.
Thank you very much.
So now, okay.
Yeah, I took that on the chin.
Right.
That's regular hood shit right there. You know
Yeah,
what
come on,
I'm
everybody got a drink here. Everybody get a cup.
saying? We've been, you know what I'm saying, doing what we've been doing before that. You know what I'm saying? Hustling and scrambling, and that was just a little minor setback right there.
So how does it feel you in the can and you here protect your neck?
Oh, man.
I felt good about that, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't, I was jailing and shit. Plus I was in Rikers Island and all that.
Damn.
So, I had to hold it down. I couldn't be like all excited and all that shit. I was only like 18 at that time or whatever and shit.
Like, what you telling niggas in the can, yo, those are my brothers. Niggas is probably like, yeah, right.
Well, I don't know, man. It's like, our names was ringing bells before we was even really rapping and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? All through Brooklyn, all through Queens and all that shit.
Right.
So they already knew I had some ties. Plus, I was in the Protect Your Neck video. You know what I'm saying? I made it for the video and shit. So.
And on top of that,
niggas
not
was
to cut
seeing
you
me.
off and shit, but on top of that, we used to have these rap battles or rap contests, let's say that, by this man Dusty. Shout out to Dusty. He's speaking Dusty.
Did he smoke dust?
Nah, he's a big time kingpin.
Let me tell you something. Dusty,
He's
this
a
is the first
kingpin.
time
He
I
just
ever
was
seen.
filthy rich. He was filthy rich, nigga.
This is the first time I ever seen a motherfucker come to a dice game with a paper bag this big, full of fucking money. Ready to gamble. Couldn't understand a word this nigga was saying, but what he would do to get back to the community, he knew niggas rhymed. So he would put on these rap contests for all of Staten Island. They usually
Okay,
get
that's
a
enough.
fight, maybe a fight or two, because Staten Island's so small and niggas don't see each other unless it's a party. Everybody stay in their little sectors. But anyway, we would have these fucking rap battles and Cap would win every night. And I remember RZA, Dirty, and Jizza showed up to one. And Jizza was mad hostile at this point. I mean, he's a genius.
Right.
Had the record out and all that.
too.
But
You already
you
had
were
the deal at that point,
but,
right?
No.
Before that.
But you dealing with a pro Staten Island crowd that love this nigga. This nigga like our OG on the island as far as hip hop go. And you know, RZA went up there. I seen these routines before because I was already fucking with RZA. You know, they doing the RZA rhyming and dirty beatboxing, but he repeating every last word RZA say. It was a dope routine. Then Just go up there, just murking it, but they didn't get the accolades because Staten Island wasn't trying to hit them niggas. They ain't know who them niggas was. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, Cap go on, Mercy, kills him. You know what I mean? I forgot what rhyme he did, but it was some shit. And
It was lounging.
lounging, killing it. Cap winning and shit. Cap winning. I remember just getting mad hostile because this is when I ain't like the nigga. He was getting mad, nah, for real. Just as hostile as fuck, he's mean as fuck. I didn't say mean, I just ain't understand the guy. But the nigga, he was all up in Cap face like, you ain't win that shit. That shit was whack, that shit was whack. What's today's man? What's today's man? I was like, oh, he coming in.
Like now it's called all being born to build.
What's good? Then later on, we get outside, and that's when he was playing the
and the big bottle of Moet.
He took that shit personally.
You want some more wet right now? You want some more?
To this day.
You want some?
But yeah, we cash on the cash reward, so you know.
Now you got. They telling me you just coming home right now. They telling me.
No, what you talking about?
They telling me you just got. Is that true? Yeah. Somebody just said that. They said that's why you got ain't on a new album because you got was locked up. Is that?
Hell no.
No.
That's that bullshit. See him there? See him?
Yeah.
See what he's saying?
Oh, it's mad for. Let's blame the Queens, nigga. No problem. No problem. Now,
I'm just saying, sometimes people go shit up.
Okay, yeah, nah. You know, I'm media now, so they be feeding me a lot of
No, we just
bullshit.
had busy schedules, and sometimes the schedule wasn't meshing.
Right.
And I just couldn't get it off. You know what I'm saying? But I just did a remix. You know, I did a remix for the guard. It was, you know, he just, you know, when I had
But
time to
Yui
do it.
I know Yui been busy because
I've
I
been
know
writing,
that
I've
when
been
that
writing my
new
book.
album
I've been writing my life
Wow.
story. Yeah,
Wow.
I finished my shit.
What's the name of that book?
It's called Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's called Raw, R-A-W?
Yeah, it's R-A-W. It's coming out March 9th.
And you better tell the truth about me, no?
Nah. First of all, I cannot tell the truth. First of all, this is my cousin.
Right.
Like real blood cousins?
This is my cousin.
Yeah.
We were like cousins. So,
Damn near.
see, we smoked the woods together. But anyway, I can't say nothing about this brother because him on the block, you were talking about it on the way over here. It's like block stories and the stuff I got to go through with my brother right here. That's incredible shit. You know what I'm saying? We survived incredible odds, man.
Yeah.
Now, was he really taking the Killer tape on tour?
Oh, no. Nigga, you could not, back then, you couldn't put the Killer tape down.
You know what's funny as shit? It was my fucking Killer tape, nigga. Shut up.
You talking about the skit, right? You talking about the skit. You gotta explain. You gotta talk about the skit. How was it today? That skit sounded so real. That skit sounded so real.
No, let's be clear.
Nah, you could not put the Killer tape down because it's too hot. So when you put it down for 5 seconds, and the band is like disappear, like, yo, who took the fucking Killer tape?
Right.
Because you know the Killer tape, what the Killer dude was a gangster.
Right, of course. John Woo, right? John Woo.
Crazy. So you put the tape down, and it'll disappear, and then it'll pop up in Just House.
Okay, so
look. RZA House some fucking way. Like, oh, you the one took the tape, nigga.
Look, let me ask you, we're getting back to that Killer tape, because that's like the most classic skit
That's a
in
legendary
hip-hop.
skit.
So, but when y'all had this session for Protect Your Neck, right? It's 9 of y'all in the session. Was it always meant for it to be 9 of y'all, or this was like?
It was 8.
It was 8. Okay. So,
Yeah. We did the Protect Your Neck song, and it was more or less like bring $100 in the studio to pay for the session.
wow.
Yeah.
But we always rhyming with each other anyway. It wasn't like written in stone what Wu-Tang was going to be or who it was going to be at that point in time, because Protect Your Neck, whether people know this or not, Protect Your Neck was supposed to be a posse cut using their peoples from around the way. Wu-Tang Clan was supposed to be RZA, Jizza, and N.O.R.E.
All the Brooklyn.
Featuring
That's Brooklyn,
Ghost.
right?
Right, because Ghost was an executive producer. You can check the credits. And RZA had the epiphany because he played chess and he's a smart motherfucker too. And it was more or less like this strength in numbers. Why don't we just come in with all these niggas? And from there, I don't know how many songs they probably had done. Probably, what was the solo joint RZA had on the album? No. What was the solo? Clan in the Front. Clan in the Front was probably already done or some shit, but it was probably for their album that they was doing it. And we all meshed all these songs that we was doing at RZA's house collectively, like at separate times, because it was any given time. His door, 7 Paroi, y'all. That door stayed open. You could walk up in there and shit.
That was our
you ain't even got to knock.
Cap, you want some champagne?
You ain't
I heard you say you drink Moet earlier.
You can walk up in that bitch and make a hit that day, because RZA was always in there cooking something up.
So y'all were recording not knowing it was going to be a group, right? Y'all were recording
in his lab.
You're just recording.
Yeah.
Right.
I sat there, I watched him make the Method Man beat. I watched him make the Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to Fuck With.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I did like 2 or 3 joints that day. One was called Ice Cream Man Is Coming. J Love got all them shits. He got all them first shits. He even got fucking I Get Down for My crowd. I get down for my, I get word. First song.
Now, we all at this time, we all at this time watch karate movies, right?
Yes.
But y'all niggas took it like to a different level.
Like
We only knew about Bruce Lee. Y'all niggas knew about other niggas.
Because we had Samurai Sunday here in Miami. That's Sundays. It was Samurai Sundays.
We love that martial arts shit. Y'all ain't played that out there in Queens? Like
Nah, we fucked with Bruce Lee. We ain't go that.
Nah, you come on, man. You could have just been Bruce Lee.
Southside. Okay, that's something
I was
different.
in Long Island and we definitely.
You wasn't doing the ninja shit? Like,
Nah, I'm just saying. What I'm saying
You
is,
can tell me when it used to come on TV back in the days that it didn't have effect in your community.
no, it did. No, it did. It did. But what I'm saying is, y'all actually brung it to the certain extent. Y'all brung it to like an extent of, like y'all studied it. Like we watched it. We didn't study it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all studied it. Like, you know, the art of shadow boxing, and you look at things like that.
From the Deuce, man.
From the Deuce. Let's big up Method Man for he being on the Deuce right now. God damn it. Make some noise. Cross promotion.
The TV, Lord.
Nah, you fucking right. Oh, niggas can curse?
Yeah,
absolutely.
This is great check. Because it was the Deuce. 'Cause at the time, the Deuce was dirty, scandalous, dirty. If the floor was caked up, back in the day.
Wait, what's the Deuce? I don't know what the Deuce is.
42nd Street.
42nd
Come on, not everybody's over there with y'all.
Now it's Disney.
Come on.
Now it's Disney, but before it was pussy.
That's right.
What are you talking about?
42nd Street. It's pussy,
Oh, okay.
cocaine.
On the spot, they showing the dudes over here.
What?
The next one, they got the karate flip.
Yeah.
Yes. You're right, Cap.
The
That's right.
craziest shit about the dudes back then in the movie theaters were that they looked like movie theaters. It was velvet everywhere. They had the velvet curtain. That shit would be closed until the movie started. That shit would open up. It was a real spectacle. Then later on in life, I went there with one of my girlfriends and shit. You know, you could take the double exposure pictures. And
Salute.
bam, you know, and you walk up in the theater, it's all dark first of all, and you stepping in shit, your feet, your sneakers are squeaking, or they stepping in some sticky shit, and you don't know what it is.
Yeah,
You
the floors is mad sticky back there.
What kind of dope fiend works in the seats and shit like that, yeah. But you talking to a nigga that saw New Jack City, right? In that movie theater near Marcy Projects. We had some people that worked at the Statue of Liberty, and we all went over there to see that shit. That was the livest fucking, fuck the movie, that was the livest fucking movie theater I've ever been in my fucking life.
You know what the crazy thing is? For years, I never knew the Statue of Liberty was in Staten Island.
It's not.
It's not.
I mean, it's an island. It's its own island.
But people from
Ellis Island, right?
claim
No, not Ellis Island. It's Ellis Island?
Ellis Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Ellis Island is separate too.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Ellis Island is still connected to
That was an old slave
to land.
lady that the French gave to America.
Wow.
Got the shack.
The Statue of Liberty, yeah.
Okay, so now Wu-Tang Clan comes out with Protect Your Neck, right? I remember seeing it on Ralph McDaniels.
And there was multiple videos for that, right? There was more than one?
There was one.
There was only
There
one?
was one, right? There was only one.
Of Protect Your Neck.
Yo,
Yeah.
I remember the footage of me. I was.
Because I swear I saw one that was like, it looked grainier than the next one.
Did you see the footage?
that was
Did you see this?
Oh,
he
that's
fucked
what
that nigga up though. You know that, right? He flipped him.
What?
Yeah, because he came up short and he had to run over. He had footage of him running from us, beating his ass.
Right.
On Protect Your Neck. Remember we filmed that video when niggas fucked him up?
But that's where we met Killer. That's when Killa became a member.
Masta Killa.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's where I met him at too.
Dude was fucked up back then, man.
Well, all right, but did y'all all know each other prior to Protect Your Neck?
Absolutely. With the
Okay.
exception of Masta Killa.
Oh, okay.
And you know, like, you know, something about Jamel and shit, like, you embrace the God as soon as you.
When you say Jamel, you gotta break that down. Masta Killa. Okay.
Masta Killa.
Okay, peace.
When he came around, it was just like it just felt like a perfect fit, like he was meant to be there, like he was supposed to be there.
Right.
You know. Plus, Jizza, you know, he brought him in, so who was gonna argue with that?
Right.
Debate that.
Right.
And I'm telling you, it worked out for the best because that number deep, man.
Do you ever think that, like, you know, how your guys had the game, right? Like, I remember it was like Wu, then it was Meth, then I believe it was Ray and Ghost.
Yeah.
And then y'all just was dropping albums like every month. Do you think the game can ever go back to that with Mad Affiliates?
I love that you brought that up because the fact that.
Because y'all invented that.
Yeah, because brothers, you know, you hear it, it's so cliche.
They always give it to
it.
Master P and they always give it to Baby.
No, I get that part, but
okay.
it's funny how people say, you know, they come in and it's cliche to say we changed the game. We changed the game. And then if you ask them how, it's like it's superficial shit. Like, well, we did this, we did. We actually did change the game because we came in as a group with options to sign.
Contractually, you changed it, yeah.
That was never heard of. And when you talk about shit like that, you can't take that for granted because you have labels working with each other that would otherwise be trying to cut each other's throats.
That's very interesting, man.
All artists is anchored to one entity and can't do nothing but that, right?
But let me ask you something. So is that what y'all came in with the game at first? Y'all came in and said, yo, look, we selling Wu-Tang Clan, but we also
it was just too much talent. It was
Actually, I can tell you exactly how it happened.
RZA knew it was too much. It was a lot of talent to be holding in one spot like that. He knew. He said, "You got meth, you got dirty." It was too much.
It was kind of like accidental genius shit because it was more or less like it wasn't going to be enough money for the whole group. It's like we're not going to let you sign the whole group for that amount. We'll let you have maybe one or two niggas or one nigga or this, that, and the third. So then it became a picture of, well, who we going to pick and who we going to do this. I wasn't picked by Def Jam. Def Jam wanted Old Dirty. But
that was my next question.
Already signed with
Electra?
Electra already?
With
Damn,
Electra
from
already.
before the
And he had fucked his money up already too. Remember that car? Remember that fucking car?
Where you going, man?
He bought a
Lexus.
No, he had there wasn't no Lexus. That shit was
Lexus ain't whack, you got. Come
It
on.
was a burgundy car, nigga. And I remember because he bought a system. System cost more than the fucking car. That type shit. Remember you battled Nick the Exotic one night outside the club. Nick the Exotic and shit. Niggas, no, it was just a battle. And Nick clearly lost, and niggas bust his windows out his car. By the time he got back to his car, his windows was bust. Any fucking way. Nigga, it came to a point where, all right, well, who can I have? Russell. Who can I have at Def Jam and shit? And they kind of threw me at him.
Okay, I kind of didn't hear that story.
Tracy Waples.
Okay.
It was really Tracy Waples who said, well, if we get anybody with Russell later on, we get anybody, I want this nigga. And that's how I got in the building. It wasn't a we want meth off top type thing. No, they would have took anybody.
Because MATHOD Man wasn't out yet?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was on the B side of
it was.
But Loud didn't pick y'all individually from the get?
No,
That's what I would have
they signed
thought.
us as a group.
So they didn't say we wanted to take an option on one of y'all.
Gave us the option to sign a solo artist.
And they didn't take an option and say we want such and such artist from the group.
I'm not sure about that. You have to speak to Rob about that part.
Right.
But the way the whole shit worked out, it was weird because my album actually got finished before Dirty's. And because the simple fact that I had a lot of shit in my way because there was a flood, most of the music got lost, so I had to re-record a lot of shit. He had to redo a lot of beats. And when we were on the road, we would wake up that morning, you know, we was on the West Coast. We would get up that morning and go do radio, you know the grind.
Yes.
You go from radio, you go do some type of record in-store type shit, where you go to the distributors and shit like that. It's an
retail.
It's an all-day fucking process. Then you go do the show that night. After the show, y'all dudes was going back to y'all rooms. I was in the fucking studio recording. There's some nasty shit. We're talking about stocking on top of a hanger, Papa Stopper, stocking on top of
That's the best shit.
rats and shit. Real shit.
What's your favorite Wu-Tang album you ever worked on?
The favorite? No, I have cuts.
Okay.
What's the cut?
Albums like certain cuts.
Okay.
Certain cuts is like, you know, bring you right there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's yours. You know.
It's
and
yours.
Yeah, certain
So
things like
the Forever album is yours?
yeah, because I remember Dirty and we was in Hawaii. and he was singing Love Boat.
Yeah.
Love Boat.
The theme song.
He was just singing that fly shit. Right. And we was all Hawaiian out and shit.
Right.
And it was,
We mobbed out in Hawaii.
Right.
We all had scooters.
Okay, what happened in Hawaii? Let's go to Hawaii.
We all had school first day because we just got our American Express card.
Okay.
Let's talk about it, right?
Okay.
So niggas is out in fucking Hawaii. First day, everybody got scooters. Like, true, all right, man. I want to one-up niggas, so I go back and get the scooter that you gotta actually wear goggles for. Like, really get up. But before that, we taking a trip to where you go jet skiing at. Instead of taking the vehicles, we rode on the bikes. The next 2 days, I went shopping that first day. I bought a little something here and there, like a pair of Gucci shoes and shit like that. Cause you know out there, everything is Louis, Gucci, Prada, stores, whole stores. By the third day,
What part of Hawaii y'all at, by the way?
we was in
Honolulu?
Kauai.
Kauai.
What was Waikiki?
No, we was in Kauai.
Look how rich these niggas is. Let's make some noise from them to know every part of Hawaii. Go ahead, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
And so by the third day, I go to use my card. Shit is declined. Third day, I get back to the hotel. We going out that night. Dudes got Z3 BMWs. I fuck this shit. Fucking scooters, nigga, spiders and shit. I'm like, what?
Drop top shit. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening?
This me though. That's all I got right here. Cause the card done been maxed out already. What the fuck I'ma get now? So yeah, it was alright out there.
Then we was on top of the mountain one day.
Yeah, that mountain shit.
Papa Wu.
This is where we shot this short
Papa
video
Wu,
at.
that's
Now,
my
Papa
nigga.
Wu, he's known in the group for doing, shit with the bikes, whatever. So
Oh, I
he gets
never
on,
knew that.
He gets on the RTV.
That
he
was
got
it.
some
That-
funny
no,
stuff.
That was at VA, but
No.
That's
The bike shit happened in VA, but the ATV happened in Hawaii.
oh man.
He gets on the ATV, grabs the throttle without checking the brake, and skirts off. Jerks his neck back. Ah! He winds up going into the bushes. Boom!
Right.
And flip over. Niggas grab the bike. Yo, you all right?
Right.
Little do we know, if those bushes wasn't there, it was a fucking cliff.
Oh.
On the other side of this shit right there. To save his motherfucking life.
Right.
And we was like, yo, dog, stay off the motherfucking bike. This is the second time he got into some bullshit with them damn bikes.
Right.
But it was a crazy night.
I feel like it's time to have a shot for Wu-Tang.
Tiger Bone? I feel like Wu-Tang is the Tiger Bone.
Yo, look, this is the,
Episode.
listen, I don't know if y'all know. Yeah, but we drink Tiger Bone because we trying to get in a Wu-Tang.
Our inner chi is in that
Wanna
Tiger
show-
Bone.
It's herbs. You ever heard of the Tiger Bone, man? It's herbs.
I think they could probably translate that shit for us.
Look,
right
and look, just so y'all know, we got Earl Stevens because we support rappers' brands. So if you get a spirit or something like that, and you're a rapper, we're gonna put your shit on the table. Look at that's E40 shit. Big him up.
Is that wine? That's wine?
That's wine. Yeah. Are you a wine nigga? You are? Are you white wine or red wine?
White. I fuck with that Sincere.
Ooh, Sincere, you mad rich. Hold on, I don't know what that is.
No, Sincere's only $20 a bottle.
Yeah, but what kind of white wine is that?
I don't know. All I know is that when you sip that shit gets you warm instantly.
Oh, okay.
It just does
So we got that Earl Stevens over here. You're more than welcome.
Earl's just
You're more than welcome. What shot would you like to have, you got?
I get some of that bone right there.
The Tiger Bone? Okay, let's do it.
I ain't had
Let's
that
do it.
since- I ain't said I had it
Can we? You got shot glasses, E?
I ain't had that since
We definitely don't have it.
Nigga like me don't
You got
drink.
shot glasses, Lee?
Nah, you can chill, man.
Yeah, that shit bad.
You
Bringing us
drink
that
it,
as a
man?
shot glass?
Tiger Bone, special occasion, man. Let me tell you
Tiger Bone
something.
is
We are big. All night, we are big enough. When I say woo, y'all say tang. Woo, tang, woo. When I say woo, y'all say tang. Woo, tang, woo. It's all night. We big enough Wu-Tang all night. We don't know about other platforms and other formats of people doing media, but this here, what we do over here is we praise our legends. People do not give people their flowers where they can smell them. They don't give them their trees where they can inhale them. They don't give them their thoughts where they can think them. And they don't give them their drinks where they can drink them. But over here at Drink Champs, that's not what we do. We salute our legends because if ain't nobody else gonna salute our legends, we gonna salute them motherfuckers. Goddamn. Now, mathematics, what made you the crazy motherfucker to say, I'm gonna do a new Wu-Tang album. Because look, even RZA said he said, nigga, it's on you.
And you killed
I
that.
watched y'all in the Breakfast Club.
That's
RZA
dope.
said, nigga, you gonna do that? And so that's what he didn't say it in those words. But I read between the lines. I hang out with older guards all day. So I understood. He was like, this is what you gonna do?
Well, the thought first originally came like when we was doing the Better Tomorrow album. Yeah, he came to me and basically, it was like, yo, I think you should do the new Wu-Tang Clan album. He said Wu-Tang Clan. I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I know how my brothers are. At the same time, it's like I didn't feel I was ready yet either.
Leave meth. I'll take meth shot. Yeah, I got to take your shot, meth. Don't worry about it. That's the type of nigga I am. I wouldn't talk.
That's that
Continue,
Queen
brother. Continue.
Yeah, so I just kept working though, basically. I was working and putting shit together. Then me and Meth started, Meth and B's on the road together a lot. You know what I mean? And Meth, that's, you hear him airing this shit out on some shit.
No, Meth still be on the shit. But let me tell you the thing about the new album was, I seen y'all in the Breakfast Club, because that's like kind of my job, is to make sure, what's happening in the media. So when I heard RZA say he got it, I said, I fuck with you because you from Queens, 100%. So I said, he could do the RZA sound again. And when I went, and I had streamed the album before I had actually purchased it, right? So I streamed it. I couldn't tell which was the Wu from the old Wu to the new Wu. Which I'm talking about production.
But it had his twist on it. It definitely had his twist on it.
But what I'm saying is, like, the drum, like, it was that Wu
And the
traditional
skits,
sound.
the traditional
so I want to
skits.
salute you, brother, because that's a hard task. That's a hard fucking task. Salute. Listen, man, this is what we do on Drink Champs. Oh, you took your shit already, you bro?
Damn.
You a real nigga.
Cheers, fellas.
Niggas in here drinking tiger's bones and ain't a tiger in that shit.
If I was in Africa, I'd be sipping that snake venom.
I don't know why we drink this.
You gotta smoke one of these with me, man.
What the fuck is that?
Look, this is that.
Oh yeah, that's
What?
nasty.
Yeah, it got hash oil in there.
Yo, is weed legal in Florida?
Nah, it's medical.
Medical, yeah.
Medically.
Almost there, though. It's
We almost there.
Yeah,
We almost there. We almost there.
Yeah.
So now, Wu-Tang takes off, right?
Dang.
It's time for the second album.
Second album.
You guys are all experience fame now at this point. How hard was it to get all the brothers back together? Like how easy it was to protect your neck? I think Meth said everybody just came with $100. Now after this goes, how hard was it to get the brothers back together?
It wasn't that hard. I mean, because we knew what it was at that time. We were moving units. Everybody had their solo joints, but the only thing that didn't come into accord or to account, pardon me, was the fact that now we're solo artists trying to come back as a group. You know what I mean? So what RZA did, which I thought was genius, he rented a studio that had two sides to it. It's Ray Parker Jr.'s studio, actually. And one side over here was for recording one half, and the other side over here, so it was always some work going on where everybody could work. I took the shit for granted. I was just out there on my, I don't know what the fuck I was on, man. Like, I was a rotten person for a long time.
A what person?
A rotten person. I wouldn't even stay in the house. I couldn't stay in the house and shit. Plus, we were staying in a place where they shot porno movies. But the majority of the mansions up there.
Lovely fucking mansion.
Yeah, but the majority of the mansions up there today that people stay in have done porno. If it's LA, yeah. Or in the Valley, yeah. Right.
Remember that kinky ass chair?
And it was like trying to gel. Some dudes knew what the vision was. Like you could tell by the way they shined on the album. Ghost was something. I mean, the dude was in the future somewhere. He killed that album right there. You know what I mean? And I think that's
Because Ghost's second album didn't come out till after the second Wu-Tang album. Ghost's first album didn't come out till after the second Wu-Tang, correct? Because I believe it was your album.
What, 96?
I think it was Meth album, then it was Built for Cuban Links, and then it was the second Wu-Tang, or I'm bugging?
Liquid Swords.
Oh, Dirty.
And
Liquid
Genius.
Sword.
And Genius. Genius too.
Okay, come on, Haz, you ain't Googling, man.
Did the second album come out before? You remember the movie The Show? When it had y'all, was it The Show?
The show came out before everything.
Before the first album?
No.
That was before everything. That was before everything even
Cuban
hit.
links and all that.
With the whole beef was it in the train?
Yeah. That was some bullshit though. They should have showed the whole argument.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Some bullshit.
I won that fucking argument.
what happened? What was that argument?
No, you didn't.
You know what it was? I was talking too fucking much. That's what it was.
So you blaming it on yourself?
What was that
I blame
argument?
it on
You and
all
you,
of us.
God?
I blame it on all of us because.
But what was the premise of the argument to start with? Just
So you jumped in the
for
crowd?
all of us that don't
First of all,
remember.
I can't even remember what the fuck it was.
Fuck knows. We had so many fucking arguments.
You and you, God, had
I
an
thought it was
argument.
dope though, because it showed like it was raw.
But you don't remember y'all had an argument because he jumped in the crowd?
Go said something first. And then you got China.
You just- yeah,
Well,
you
me
just-
and him was going at it anyway because we lived together. You know what I'm saying? So when
my
we
cousin.
went on the road, they just assumed we gonna bump together too. And shit. So there's a lot of shit going on.
This
There's a lot of shit going on.
don't even get me
And this
started.
This nigga nuts.
Get me
All right,
started.
fuck it. You know, we ain't talking about shit. But just know that me and this dude was roomies on the motherfucking road, and it wasn't all great. Let
Roomies
me
in
put
the
it that
streets.
way.
We was roomies in the streets too.
Yeah,
nigga.
street.
This is
street,
my
straight
brother
up.
right here. It's like,
Right.
this is like, I understand, man. This is my fan right there. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Me and Meth been around.
Heckling Jack.
Yeah, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Some niggas right here. This is
Yo,
shit that I had to put up with, my nigga.
Yo, the
Right.
funniest
All
shit
the
is,
fucking while since the fucking.
once
Day
these
one.
niggas put me on the MC, because I was a Long Island kid first and
No,
foremost.
this nigga came from Long Island to the streets.
Yeah.
See, the different thing with Meth came to, he was in the hill, but he wasn't.
Park Hill.
Yeah, he wasn't really in the hill yet. You know what I'm saying, but when he came down the block, when you came down the block and started getting busy, nigga, you was in the hill for real, nigga.
You didn't see because the niggas you was hanging with, y'all was the halves. This nigga been fucking since he was like 11 years
Nah.
old. Like bitches on Staten Island love this nigga. Still do. Look, I'm keeping it 100. The halves. Like this nigga had every video game when he was younger. The nigga had the clogs, he had sheepskins, he had fucking polo boots, all that shit. Don't get it fucked up.
Because I was a money getting little nigga.
Now, hold on.
I can't help it.
And you got hazel eyes? Hold on. I know what you're going on.
No,
You got the
listen.
Both of y'all niggas got the
But
vibe.
look, he would slum with us every now and then because we was in the staircase.
Okay.
You was the beatbox. Stop playing. And the song nigga. And the song nigga. You would write songs. Don't play.
I can't hear you. What?
You would write songs. though.
Okay, now, but listen. I also was doing the jokes and all the other sucker shit that niggas wasn't doing back in those motherfucking days.
I know, but
Don't
you
get mad
saying-
'cause I was
You saying I
doing
wasn't
shit.
on the block, nigga. I wasn't on the part of the block. Your ass.
No, but when you came down to the old building, you became that nigga. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, because I
All
always
right,
thought
then.
I was smarter than everybody.
That right. That old building turned that nigga to a different nigga. He was up the block, but when he came down to the 160, where Kappa was at on top, and Browns and all them niggas
Well, I
was
was
at.
actually 141. But
Yeah,
when
but
crackhead,
you was an old nigga. You became that old nigga.
when
You was
crackhead,
the
I
king of
still had a
the
job.
You was the king
When
of the
crackhead, I still had a job. I wasn't fucking with niggas still,
So you
right?
became the king of the old
I
dog.
lost my fucking job.
160. You
I
became
know,
the
but
king
I
of the
lost
old
my
nigga.
motherfucking job. I ass bet my way into a dice game. For y'all that don't know what ass betting is, that's when you play
ain't
some
got no
bet,
money.
You ain't got no money.
Yeah.
I won $5. That $5 turned into like $600-700. Boom! I'm hitting licks, and I ended it
Hold on,
with a
hold on. He didn't say it right. Ass betted his way into the game.
Look, so a nigga hit ass bet.
So in other words, he faked like he had money, but he didn't have no money, and wound up getting in the game,
So
banging niggas in the head
I
with
rolled a
700.
lick, CeeLo. Anybody that plays CeeLo know once you roll CeeLo, you can renew the bank.
Hand on
I had
fire.
800 in my fucking pocket. I was like $5 in the bank.
Yo,
Stop it. Ace, I'm out. Out. Hit the ace, I was going and shit, right? But I didn't go straight to the cab stand. I went on the roof first to count the bread, and I'm looking off the roof to see if anybody come in the building, try and rob me and shit. But I took that 500 and I go with Ruckus. I'm green as fuck. I want to flip the money. Call me. We go uptown, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, ready, cook, papa. So we by the way. But I'm sitting there, he breaking his shit down in the dimes. I'm sitting there making nicks. At this time, nobody's selling nicks. I'm out there with like, all right, if I put, let's say I put 500 down, all right, you know how many grams that is. Now you cutting that up in the nickels. So I'm sitting there with like 1,000
This is
fucking
88, by
vowels.
the way. This is 88.
Yeah, I'm sitting there with like 1,000 fucking vowels and nobody want nicks. Everybody, so after that, it's like whoever came short, it was like that nigga got nicks. So that's what it was and shit, you know what I'm saying? But once I made, and I will never talk about the crack era and shit in my rhymes and none of that shit, because I hated being out there, but I was good at it. I ain't gonna even lie, I was good at it.
Hold on, the crazy shit about this, the niggas that really lit the shit can't rhyme about the shit. And the niggas who ain't really lit that shit,
rhyme the shit out of it.
Rhyme about that shit all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, we was making the Source, Matty C gave the Source and shit. These niggas come to do a little interview. Matter of fact, the pictures are the ones when we was taking pictures when we had the Columbia rain suits on and shit. Early picture. We was still making sales, nigga. In between photos and all that shit, they came to Park Hill first.
I remember one time the nigga Meth ran up to the spot because back then we had traffic in the middle of the jacks. We was car runners.
Explain what that means.
In other words, we'll run up to the cars and get the money. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
That's we used to get our bread. That's how they was getting all That's how you was getting our thing.
Because there was so many niggas out there, you had to be the first one to the custody.
You gotta hit this too, you go.
But back then, so Meth ran up to the motherfucking car. The nigga grabbed his motherfucking hand. What the fuck happened?
No.
The nigga, what the fuck happened?
Nigga pull up. It's late at night. I know this nigga, he a customer. I know the nigga and shit. I always see this motherfucker. I got my head in the window like this, hand all in the window. I got like 10 joints in my hand. I'm like, yo, how many you want? He was like, all of them. And smacked my hand up the door. Skrrrr! And the sound rip like this. I'ma kill you, motherfucker. Let the shit go. I knew he was gonna come back, though. When he came back and shit, I seen his car, I didn't see him, so he was in the building, copping. So as soon as he came out, I had the box cut and I cut his rag on top of his car and shit. This nigga gonna pull out the fucking, I don't know what that shit was, some type of pipe object from the fucking trunk. But he got up out of there. He got up out of there. That was bad.
I know the pipe that you named.
But you live and you learn. That's what crack sales was, nigga. And we had some of the illest.
When we get that, niggas really came from the streets.
Nah, we know that.
It's like
we're gonna establish that for the fans.
Yeah, man, because it's like we don't glorify a lot of shit.
Masta Killa in the motherfucking building. Pull up.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't glorifying all that.
Nah, we ain't going.
But at the same
we gotta establish where people know. Peace
Came
to
for
the
the
God.
real shit.
Peace to the God, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Thank you for coming through, man.
Yes, sir.
Woo. Oh, man.
Smelling good things.
Yeah. Indulge.
Yes.
So now, Cap. So how hard was it you to adapt after? Now, these are your people prior to you going away. Now you come home, and they throw you right in. Like I remember me just being a straight fan, and they're like, "Yo, Cappadonna," and you was just like that. You was just that nigga.
Let me say one thing.
Okay.
Kappa is the godfather.
Okay.
He already established.
He's like,
No, but the industry didn't know. You understand what I'm saying? You understand where I'm coming from, right, guys?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me say some real shit. I'm the one that came and got that motherfucker.
Right. But what does that mean?
From
When you
jail?
say
Hold on. Niggas asked, yo, where Kappa at? In the midst of all the turmoil, I was like, nah, that nigga Dino need to be right there, B. Boom. I went to the hood. He was in the Wu building. He was selling security, he was on a straight job shit, he just came home shit. You know what I'm saying? So he was doing his thing. I said, yo, come on, nigga, go to the Uli. He said, yo, no, nigga, fuck all that bullshit. Come on, let's go.
Okay, it's been way too long. What's the Uli? We gotta get to it.
The Wu building.
The Wu building?
160.
Not the Wu building.
No, when we say
Wu
160,
building.
ooh. What I mean by ooh, it's like, yo, you go up in there, you gonna get hurt.
Ooh.
Like, damn, come out on the stretcher.
His brother actually came up with that shit.
Now, Huey was the one that came and got me though at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because I was hustling and shit, doing my own thing. I wasn't really doing the music at that point. When I came home, I had my mind focused on different shit. You know, just getting family and situated, dealing with parole, and you know, just trying to clean shit up or whatever. You know. But I went over there because I really didn't want to do the music. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really want to do this shit.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to snap you out of there. I came and had to snap out. He gave me a tussle. He gave me a tussle. He was like, yo, I was like, yo, man, fuck that.
He came into a shootout before the day
Wait, what?
before.
What happened?
Yeah, he came
In the
into
West,
a little
right.
shootout.
You invited him? You say, come take up a shootout with me?
I really didn't want to be told.
No. He told me, because you understand something. These niggas right here, when I say, okay, I'm gonna say it like this, because I know we got my brothers in here, you know what I'm saying, but Park Hill shit back then, you from the hill, you from the hill. So if back then, you from the fam, yo, I know it's whole family.
Right.
I'm from that shit. I know his brothers, aunts, uncles, his cousins, his brothers, his mother. I went to Brooklyn to see his pops. I see Sham. I know his family.
Miss Lane,
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Matt. It's like, that shit is entrenched. So when he called me, he said, yo, son, get me get jammed up in West. I'm out there with my rats. I'm with him like this. Yo, this is my brother. And plus, I knew the niggas out there anyway. Some niggas ain't, he ain't get in no trouble. But the niggas out there were doing it.
Well, finish what the fuck your thought was. I want to know how this shit happened.
Yeah.
Now, but that's why I went, because of that shit, because he came with me over there and shit, you know what I'm saying? I had to go and handle that again by myself, but that's how the shit
That's what when the war
got started, because before
That's the first record
this
That was
how-
Cuban Link.
Yo, check it out, right? This is the Cuban Link. Before it was even Cuban Link. I didn't know it was Cuban Link yet. When I went to the studio, that was probably the last shit that was recorded up there. I think RZA was taking everything out. I went up there with U-God and shit, and I heard a joint playing. Ray and Ghost was on it.
Nas was
You know what
dead.
I'm saying? Nas wasn't there.
Nas came in. Nah, he did when Nas was recorded.
Listen, Papa. Listen.
Nah, he was dead, man.
Papa.
Yeah, I mean.
We can talk some Spanish here. We can flip it. Who Latino right now?
What you drinking? What you drinking,
Just
God?
saying, though.
What's that cold? Something looking real
We got more. We got some champagne. You want to keep it low? Cause we also got Earl Stevens, E40. You know that's the family. We got Puff Daddy shit. We got
We got a lot of shit on.
light. Yeah, we got light. You want some Earl Stevens? That's wine. Okay. We gonna pop. Come on, Mr. Lee. Can you pop this?
And before we go even further, you know, just so people know, Law Math is the person that designed that thing y'all got on y'all t-shirts.
The W.
Tattoo.
Oh, we gotta make some.
Oh no,
Let me finish my shit.
please
though,
finish
yo.
this shit, God.
Because that shit was some real shit for me right there when the nigga had me up in the joint over there. You know what I'm saying? When I made that ice cream verse. That was the first shit.
So that's before Winter Wars?
That was before anything. That was the first verse. So I came in on the purple tape. On the ice cream shit. Meth came in later, like 15 minutes later, and laid that ill-ass fucking hook.
RZA asked me,
Yo, how the fuck you do that?
RZA asked me, he gave me a paper, he said, I'm gonna be making these t-shirts and shit. I need a hook that go with these t-shirts. So I was like, what's the purpose? Like ice cream flavor. Well, what's the ice cream flavor? He wrote that shit down and I put that shit to a fucking hook.
Wait, who gave the flavors?
RZA.
And what he gave butter pecan, weekend.
Pecan, all of them. He had all
That was
these
hard.
That's such a classic record, yeah.
Chocolate deluxe, caramel,
They just called me later and told me the shit was a single. I was like, that's great.
Emoji stop.
Do what y'all do, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, you gotta do this shit.
And you coming home, so when niggas tell you on the next single, you
I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm still good. I'm like, nah, that's great. Like, go ahead with that. He was like, nah, you gotta do this shit. And we shooting the video. I was like, I can't do it, Lord. Like, I'm doing other shit.
Now,
you know what I mean?
me and you got a similar story because when I started my solo career, you started yours. And we did a Source cover together. It was me, you, DMX, Cameron, Corrupt,
That's on the front of the
8-Ball
Source.
MJG,
That's New
Cannabis, and we were Rap's New Generation
right.
together,
That's
love.
2000, and we
You know what I'm
still
saying?
here.
Word. We still
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucking here, goddamn.
That's probably why I gotta listen to your shit before I go on stage every day.
Now, Masta Killa, you just came in with the guards. Now, I want you to just share your experience because I don't know if you know, Masta Killa, Drink Champs is about bigging up our legends while they're alive. It's beautiful to big up our people when they gone, but how much more of an impact would it be if people know how much they appreciate it while they're alive? So we cater to our I don't want to say older guards, we cater to our legends. You know what I'm saying? So how was your experience, because you're from Brooklyn, correct? Yeah. Brooklyn. We call it Medina, right? Medina. So how was it connecting with East New York too? That's everybody got a body out there, so I know you. I already know you'll kill somebody. So, but how is it being from East New York connecting with the brothers? RZA, Jizza, Oh Dirty Bastard, and then connected with over on the Shaolin?
Well, you know, for me, you know, I kind of just walked into a situation, you know what I mean?
Meaning?
That I wasn't even thinking about. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm basically traveling with Jizza, you know, Large Us. And, you know, he had manifested and told me about brothers and, you know, the movement and what brothers was going to do, but I hadn't witnessed it, you know what I mean? So I started coming to Shaolin and meeting brothers and, you know, being.
Now, how different was Shaolin from what you was used to in Medina?
Well, I knew the rhyme style for as far as hip hop was concerned. They was getting ready to give birth to something that had never been heard before. Just the style of it, the mixing, the kung fu.
And at this time, you coming from Brooklyn,
Right.
who is the kings of Brooklyn? It's Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane,
Okay.
you know, was out there, you know, that's the 80s. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
And then,
rated, you know what I mean?
who's reigning supreme while Wu-Tang is telling you to get down?
And who's the bridge? Who's the bridge from Brooklyn to Staten Island? Who's the bridge for y'all?
I mean,
RZA.
RZA's the bridge?
Yeah, well, for me it was Jizza though.
Jizza, okay, that's
For you,
correct.
okay.
Yeah, you said that. You established that earlier.
So you know that was my bridge. You know what I mean? And prior to me, you know, coming into this blessing, I kind of had went reggae with it for a while because hip hop was kind of like going.
So you telling me Masta Killa got a reggae album somewhere?
Indeed.
What?
Indeed.
You and Supercat?
Yeah, I'm about to say. Shower Ranks.
All of that. Because to me, you know, hip hop at one time was, you know, was raw.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, and
Reggae was raw.
And reggae at a time, you know, you would still
Good point.
you would still get bottles thrown at you, and
Right.
shit wasn't right.
Right.
So you know,
Good point.
I was over there. With
Good
it,
point.
You know what I mean? Until I came into this. and,
Right.
You know, it was kind of like a.
So what was
spark of
Jizza's
hip-hop.
approach? What did Jizza say to you?
I mean, you know, he didn't really say too much. You know what I mean? You know, and you know, it was just kind of like it was just all natural, brother. You know what I mean? It was just like an all natural thing. You know, he built about brothers or whatever.
Right.
And then you know, as we started to travel and started to continue to build, you know what I mean? I just started to walk in and just witness, you know, just different things that he might have been building about. You know what I mean? Just meeting, you know, each brother. You know what I mean? And then being in a studio session or hearing Protect Your Neck for the first time when it wasn't even completed. Might have only been like 4 or 5 people on it, maybe not even 5 people, but you know, just starting to, you know, just
Who's playing this for you, Jizza or RZA? Or both?
Jizza.
Oh, okay.
And you said you were rolling with him. This is when he had his solo career already. He was signed. Like
Right.
RZA and Jizza both had solo deals prior to the Wu. But I'm saying you were rolling with him during that point too.
Nah.
No?
Not
okay.
doing the solo.
Oh, okay.
Right.
This is something totally
Right.
different.
So all of y'all motherfuckers, pardon me for cutting your wisdom, all of y'all motherfuckers, y'all you couldn't visualize this. Could y'all like me personally, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I lie as shit, and people say when they listen to the War Report, they be like, do you know you will be here? I'm like, yeah, of course. I be lying, like
One thing.
I was selling drugs, for real.
My nigga here, I'll say back to meth though.
Right.
He used to be down on himself a lot. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell this nigga that one day he gonna be a fucking star. And he know for a fact.
He did that.
I knew
What you
for a
mean,
fact.
down himself though? What
Well,
you
you
mean?
know,
I can't get no pussy.
he was in. I wasn't ready to hang it down.
It's gonna be rated draws.
I told this nigga that he was gonna be
other bottles?
he gonna be coming out his ass.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, you know, it's weird as shit because there was this old lady living in 160 in West Virginia. Remember?
Who's my singer?
She used to make sure the kids, and she ain't had none of the kids was her kids. And she would make sure the kids got to school.
The singer?
Yeah. She would make sure the kids got to school. Now, she would come downstairs. She was a little tipsy, whatever. She would see me out the window, and she knew I rhymed, and she would be like, is that my singer? I'd be like, yeah, it's me, Mr. D. I'm coming down, singer. And she would come downstairs and shit, be like, sing for me, singer. And every time she asked me, I would sing for this lady.
And you was like, I came to bring the pain. That's the crowd.
She like, you gonna get stuck.
Before you go. You trying to take you go out of the way. Because you go out there first.
Hold on.
You want to throw that out.
No.
But Miss Cena told you first.
And he was real. Everything he said right now is real and actual facts.
Before we dropped the album, rest in peace, Miss Virginia passed away.
Miss Virginia, I'm sorry.
And she never got to see it, but she was right, man. She
Wow.
was definitely motherfucking right.
God bless. God bless.
She used to be out the window. She was an alcoholic. She was
That's like Rhonda from my hood.
Whatever. Keep it real. Keep it hood, baby.
Keep it hood.
She was real.
Made sure
No. She was a good woman. She was a good fucking woman. But she used to be out the window, and she used to be out the window. Sing for me, singer. Out the window. Singer. Up in the window. Up in the
Sound people are still good, right?
Up in the window. Singing.
I don't know. I don't feel my mic anymore. Still good?
Yeah, you good.
That was my lady.
Yeah, man. I know, man.
So look. So what I'm saying is, I gotta reiterate the question because I'm looking at you brothers. I know you brothers individually, but I gotta reiterate it for the crowd. For the audience that's I'm gladly to have. But the thing is, did y'all ever think that y'all be here? Y'all about to celebrate 25 fucking years of
It's a legacy.
Wu fucking Tang. When I say Wu, y'all say Tang. Wu Tang. Wu Tang. When I say Wu, y'all say Tang. Wu Tang. Wu Tang. Did y'all ever think this is? I'm sorry, my brother. Listen, and this we big up our legends over here, but y'all about to celebrate 25.
Right? That's dope.
That's crazy.
That's dope right there. I mean, to have a job that long.
No, a career. Please don't call it a job. A career.
But not to go back, but this was all planned. Riz had seen it already in his head. That's where everything starts at, right there in the mind first. He's seen it in his mind first. Who knew that it would grow to what it was, but he's seen all of us on stage doing what we do.
And some things was beyond the sight.
Yeah.
Because RZA didn't see me coming. I came with Jizza.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Some things was added on that was beyond, but it was supposed to be there because I'm still sitting here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was a divine intervention to a degree.
Wow.
The brothers are still here, man. And talking about rhymes, woo, we just got better with time. And I'll put hands down, I don't give a fuck who it is, hands down on stage. This is one of my favorite motherfucking performances on stage and shit.
When Cap got the big chain on.
I don't give a fuck how long it could be a 10-minute instrumental. Matter of fact, just let the DJ cut before I let you go and let Cap go in for like an hour. Straight like that. I've seen it with my own fucking eyes. On stage, no hype man, no breath control, off the top, written, all that shit.
I made that shit too.
It feels like y'all were the first ones that brought real, true fanaticism in hip hop.
What's fanaticism? What's that?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what that means.
Like true fanship, like how rock and roll people enjoy that, like that they the parents pass it on to the kids, pass it on. Like I feel like Wu was the first one to have that in hip hop. That's what I personally think. Well,
I came at the right era, I think.
Like, I don't know if you guys fuck with memes. What is it called? Memes? Memes.
Yeah, memes.
But there's a meme out there, like the guy, he meets a girl, and he be like, yo, what did she order? He's like, all right, cool. But the fucking bitch got Wu-Tang in her fucking playlist. I'm dating her.
yeah.
That's
I feel like y'all were the first.
Like people would judge a person's character off of them having y'all in their iPad. How fucking crazy is that?
They babies, Wu-Tang baby.
The one I like is This Could Be Us, but you don't listen to Wu-Tang.
You don't listen.
And the best one of 2017 Wu-Tang related was, and I can't be on the jury because he disrespected me. One, I can't be a part of these proceedings because he disrespected me. I want to shake that motherfucker's hand. Right. That was dope. And it's weird because the impact, and you know, you have to be I have to enjoy what we did through other people's eyes and through other people's memories of it, because when you're actually there doing it, you're in the moment. You have to be, or else you can't concentrate. You can't. The people don't receive it the same way they're supposed to, with that vibe that is coming from your soul, your everything. You know what I mean? So when I hear the stories and things like that, or I see the tattoos or the T-shirts, I don't give a fuck if a girl don't know a word of Wu-Tang. She repping that W. By all means, let her live. Fuck that.
Make some noise for that, goddamn. Now it had to be a weird time for you, man, because there was a time where Ray and Ghost had an intro where they was kind of going at big, and you were actually on that album.
Yeah. I know that.
On the what?
That wasn't, you know, it wasn't no conflict for me because dudes always knew I was a little bit, I ain't gonna say different because we were all the same, but I just moved a little bit differently.
Right.
And if somebody was my man, but if it was warranted, whatever it was that Ray and Ghost had with Biggie, I didn't know about it. So in my eyes, it wasn't warranted because they never built with me about it and said, well, we got a problem with this dude because blah, 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 whatever. So anytime I seen Big, we was already cool. Even when we were all together, it may be a point where we were all together, brothers would come through. And maybe they didn't see him, or they would just all walk past and not say shit, and I would stop by.
How did you get cool with Big in the first place?
I met him at the Muse. We did a show at the Muse. It was one of those rap seminar shit.
This for the young niggas that don't know. That's a club. Go ahead.
And, this was one of those nights where Wu-Tang was probably, we was already popping in New York. Matter of fact, Tri-State and Philly. And
let me get one in the woods, nigga.
And we had came through, and Mook had just got.
Give him some more weed too.
Mook had just got all these Wu-Tang shirts made up, so we had mad different colors. It was like Skittles walking in that motherfucking shit. And I remember Big performed, No, Bach wasn't there.
That's a different night, but I know the night you talking about. That's the speed. That's no Palladium.
This was the night Big had on that visor. He had the visor. He used to wear the visor all the time. He want people to know his eye was fucked up or whatever. I don't know why he wore. He had the visor on, and he performed Party and Bullshit. Remember? And I remember he killed it because everybody wasn't familiar with the song. I was, but I had forgot that there was a part in the song where it break down and niggas started fighting. And remember, niggas started fighting on stage. He was like, yo, chill. Turned back around and was like,
and that was a part of the show. Yeah, that's a part of the show. Yeah.
That was the same night Yo-Yo performed.
And so you can tell I'm old too. I know that. Okay, I'm sorry.
So we walk out the joint. Big was there, and I remember he pulled to the side and shit. And I remember prior to that, my boy Ray the Ruckus had. Remember how they used to give out those demos? Like each label had a demo.
Sampler.
There you go. And they would put songs on there. Big on one of the samples was Me and My Bitch.
Me and My Bitch.
Right. And Ray,
Just
my
me
boy
and my
Ruckus,
bitch.
before he went to jail, this is the nigga that came up with Cream too. Before he went to jail, he was like, look, if you ever do a song with this nigga. But at this point in time, Wu-Tang is like, we ain't doing songs with nobody because we not sharing this money.
Right.
Why would we? We was doing shows for $35 a fucking piece. Then it went up to $100 and niggas was like this at the end of the show waiting for that fucking money in my line. Niggas wanted that $100. Shit had seeds already and all that shit. But yeah, serious. But you know, so we try to keep the money in the family. But me, I love this nigga. This nigga was dope. And that performance there solidified it for me. And in my head, you know, Ruckus, I mean, he must have been in there about 6 months at this time. And it's ringing in my head, if you ever do a song with anybody, do a song with this nigga. So when he approached me, he was like, yo, wanna do a song, you know, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right. But I ain't really mean the shit at the time, but I kind of meant the shit. Because I knew that I would have to go fuck with niggas.
Do you understand? You're the only person that went back and forth with Big, and they didn't say he bodied you. They said it's even.
That was crazy, though.
Like, listen, he had just did a song with, I'm sorry, Tracy Lee probably hates me at this point. But he bodied Tracy Lee.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah,
and then, I'm so sorry. Like, Tracy Lee, I love you, man. I know you're in Philadelphia. You're probably a killer. I apologize. But I'm just calling it how I see it. And then now you take this chance. And y'all go in the studio together. And you're probably the only person, like, listen, even Jay-Z gets it.
Right.
Jay-Z, they were like, yo, he bodied him on Brooklyn Finest. Or he bodied him on You're the only artist that did a song with Big. Niggas never said, he bodied man. Niggas ain't say that. Niggas would be like, yo, I don't know who won.
Back then,
Some niggas would say, man, body big.
Look, I was a fan of the music and all that shit, but I didn't give a fuck about niggas. I was with the livest niggas, in my opinion. I was with the livest niggas in the motherfucking industry, so I ain't give a fuck.
No, but you
So
wanted to get some hardest.
I walked up in there with that.
Hell niggas again.
Let me play some N.O.R.E. All right.
All those
Big
niggas.
was a dope artist, but at that point in time when we was doing that song, my pen was way hotter. Or my crew, we had more, it's strength in numbers, we had more people. We were way more relevant in the game than what their movement was at that time.
And niggas was gang, you know,
But when Big, hold on, my nigga. I ain't taking shit away from Big. But when Big dropped his shit, that's when it was like this. Like this, and then all of a sudden that shit said, boom. And they did their numbers. Puffy's one of the smartest niggas in the industry. I don't give a fuck.
We on REVOLT TV right now. Let's big up those
But all in all, we got a song out of that. Tracy Waples came and kind of kidnapped me. I ain't tell nobody where I was going. I ain't called Richard, nobody.
I really did hear that you went by yourself. So that is the truth.
Wow. With Tracy Waples. Big up Tracy Waples. She got me my deal at Def Jam. Word, I don't say it enough.
So big up Tracy Wade. So you wasn't intimidated a little bit, like?
No, I ain't gonna fuck about niggas at that point in time. That's like, look,
The nigga from the block, he was from the block.
that's what I'm saying. That was the mentality. I'm telling you, you should have heard how we was talking back then. We still talk that way now. But I was like, man, what? You hear all that shit Dirty saying? We was all saying that shit. We just didn't say it in front of all. Dirty was letting it be known. Like, nigga, what? Nigga. And he got 1 hour. This is our credo now. Wu-Tang is for the children. Right? That's our motto, our credo.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Now let's get into that moment right there. Where Old Dirty, is it the Grammys?
Oh yeah.
And he got on the burgundy.
Can we find out where each individual was when that happened?
I was right there with them.
Okay.
Hold on. I was right there with him when it was suit on. It was me.
He had the burgundy joint on.
Yes, with Sticky Fingers, Fred's Roll.
Sticky Fingers was involved?
Yes,
That's my
Sticky
man.
Fingers. No. We all had suits on. Yes, we was turtlenecked out. We was rocking. And we had the nosebleed season. He was pissed. We was
I'm trying to imagine Sticky with a turtleneck.
No.
I'm saying.
Let me see. Nigga.
That shit look like a roll-on deodorant.
That's like so hold up though. So we all up in the deck. He mad because the motherfucking top seats is nosebleeders. He like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna rush the stage. I'm like, yo, man, you crazy, nigga. So I ain't believe him. So he just ran up on there and just touched the motherfucking stage like he wasn't nothing. He just walked up on the next, he in front of the 100 million people like
That
that.
shit is like music.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Yeah.
Where were you, Killer, when that shit happened? Where were you when that
Take
shit
a shot. You gotta take a shot. Take a shot.
Studio, right? I was at home and I had this shit on, but I wasn't watching it. And I heard this voice and I was like, nah.
Yeah. I was mad. I ain't do it. I was mad. I ain't
And I'm
do it.
running there to go see it. I'm like, and I'm watching, and I see the people, and I'm like, oh, this nigga. Oh, shit.
We did not
We
win.
didn't win. This nigga. What you doing, Dirk? Get off of there. Yo, it was surreal for me, my dude. Like, oh. But you know what's funny about that shit? Kanye got that shit from that. I remember the next year somebody from some band climbed up on some shit at MTV and you know they was pulling over.
But he did that at How Can I Be Down over here in Miami. It was Capleton performing, and I think EPMD or something. And he got on stage, and he jumped on the speakers. Paul, you were there, right?
It was at the Def Jam 10th anniversary party.
And he rushed the stage, and it was like he disrespected Capleton,
Yeah,
like
I was there.
100%.
He flipped our turntables.
Yo, but did ODB walk so DMX could run?
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. But I know
Grammys or the How Can I Be Down?
I know that nigga.
wild niggas.
No, I know that nigga at the party, at the Def Jam party that night. We kicked the speakers, kick your.
That's How Can I Be Down
Kick the
joint.
turntable
Yeah.
up and shit. The nigga got his dick sucked at the bar on something.
I know, I was there.
Oh, was it
I
Bass?
told that story.
who? Oh, wait, what?
He was getting his dick sucked at the bar.
It was at Princess Club. This is Princess Club.
Wait,
Well, they sucked that with
Yeah, Princess Club. It was Princess Club.
Man, how could I be that getting his dick sucked at the bar? We in Miami. Dirty love Miami. He loved this.
This is Dirty getting his dick up?
Yeah, so he's feeling himself now. I'm watching this. He's feeling himself. He tries to go on Capleton's set and do that dirty, take the mic, and take over the show. Them dreads wasn't fucking having it. No, man. You know your mama. No. Wasn't having it, so now he kind of upset. Me and Doc go on, and next thing you know, here come Dirty. I ain't see him. Because we like, me and Doc, we get in the crowd. We up in the crowd somewhere, all you hear is
Nah, yo, I seen him
Yes.
coming, right? No, time out. I seen him coming, right? I'm looking at him like, cause he was doing some funny movements. I'm looking like, what the fuck is the guy doing? I know he just, badoosh. I looked at him like,
Shut the whole party down on some sucker shit.
So we asked the DJ to throw on the record. Throw on the records, DJ.
Master
we had
Golf.
to finish the show like
I
that.
had to, cause he didn't have nothing.
Yeah?
I had to go from.
Up in there and up in the DJ group. What's funny about that night was Tretch knocked the motherfucker out that night. In the back,
At the same
in
party?
back door. In
Yeah,
the back door.
yeah.
I left my scooter there. What I didn't know was motherfuckers was climbing on the scooter through a window.
Cause the alley, they had the alley in the
Right,
window.
they
Yeah.
climbing on the scooter, my shit started leaking gas. Mike Kaiser had to pay like $500 for that scooter and shit. But the bouncers tried to front on N.O.R.E, and the nigga touched Tretch. Tretch knocked the nigga clean out. Clean
Make
out.
some noise for Tretch, goddamn.
Yeah. So after that shit, this is the funny shit, because after that, we still on tour, Def Jam, you know, all the same artists. We on the tour bus, Dirty come, they make Dirty come and apologize. He come on the bus, I'm on Dirty, and I'm sorry, the nigga leave and shit. And I'm sitting there like, he old Dirty and he's sorry, y'all.
Shut the whole party down.
Went about out there.
Let's make some noise.
And it was
Make some noise too. Yo, but man, I remember I'm on tour with you one day, and I don't know what Mike Kaiser did to you. So you said Mike Kaiser, and you looked at me and said, N.O.R.E, don't smoke this blunt right here. I was like, I had to calculate everything. And man, I don't know what you gave this nigga.
It was a love boat. Y'all shit weed. And you don't like. Come on.
That boat is dangerous.
All right, listen, everybody. I
like
don't
a
know if
dirty
y'all
but different.
understand. Listen, Mike Kaiser is my guy, but at this time, he's the coolest guy in Def Jam, right? But he's also like a bad guy because he's like the middleman to the big people.
Yeah.
No, he's a great guy. I'm talking about at this time. So we're all on tour. I think we were doing the Real World or some shit. It was like, no, we had took over the Real World shit and they had flew out. I'm not gonna say this guy's name. On a private jet, so we're in Las Vegas. And Matt just gives me that look and he goes, N.O.R.E, this one? Don't smoke that one. And I'm like, all right, cool.
That shit is dangerous.
I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm playing 3-card Marley with the blunt, though. I'm like, all right, cool. And Mike Kaiser hit it. And Matt didn't even ask him to hit it. Mike Kaiser said, give me one of them shits. And he did, just like clockwork. And then Kaiser hit it. It was over.
God. But I was fucked up too, because I thought the chips is real and shit. Yeah, I kept losing all my shit. And Scarface gave me some of his, and I was like, damn, thanks, Face. I really appreciate that. Nigga had to lean over after a while, like, this shit ain't real, nigga. Oh, one of them moments, a blonde moment, nigga. But yeah,
Now,
big up to Mike Kaiser.
big him up. That's our brother. So now, Wu-Tang Clan, man. When you think of the best groups of all times, not only do you have to think of y'all, you got to think of the most unique group of all time. Because the thing about it, it's hard to keep me and Capone as a group, and that's my brother. But it's hard to get us together, and we're two of us. But he got management, he got road management, I got, you know, all this. So for y'all to be together for 25 fucking years. 25, you know, through thick and thin, and we don't need to bring up the thick because we already at the thin.
You gotta understand something.
Go ahead.
No matter what we go through,
Right.
love these motherfuckers.
Right.
Each
Right.
and every.
And they feel the same way about you.
I don't give a nigga. You don't understand something. At one time, police could fuck with niggas like yo.
Right.
They couldn't even lock us up.
Yeah, we
That's how
doing
we
some
felt.
shit on that road. You right. You right. Yeah, you right.
Niggas really.
We doing shit that
My
gets you
whole
locked
shit is.
up.
My whole shit is. You got me wavy right now.
Yeah, you gotta get wavy. Niggas gotta hear you go out wavy. Niggas gotta hear you go out wavy.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you one thing.
Go ahead.
You know, it's one thing.
Has, you can hear him on the mic?
When you got real brothers around you, you know, you got family around you, and they'll move for you. They'll do things for you, you know, when it comes to maybe, you know, other brothers or, you know, people that's opposing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you got brothers with you, right, that won't let police lock you up,
Yeah.
that's like a different level of things. You know what I mean? Especially when you ain't even really come from the sandbox with brothers like that. But the love is universal. You know what I mean? Because it's mathematically founded. You know what I mean? The brotherhood is really, really real.
Math for a long time. Math used to bomb me all the time on mathematics. Him and the guard Infinite from Queens, the niggas just corner me and murder me all day. What's that mathematics, God? Yo, I'm not even like goddamn niggas got me hemmed up. Math.
To add on to what Killa said, we talking
when it comes to the
about
5%
heads.
shit,
Cops got heads on niggas like this, and other niggas coming over like, no, you can't do that. And
That's
while
the
we
guard.
talking to him, the guard is.
that was a Florida situation.
It's a Chi-Town situation.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Chi-Town situation.
Mr. Lee, pour another shot. Tiger Bone, whatever shot y'all want, baby.
What?
We gonna celebrate Wu-Tang Clan tonight, baby. Whatever shot y'all want, you let them pick this time. Don't just give them Tiger Bone. Let them pick. I'm gonna take meth shot. Look at this. This is meth shot.
Can I get a shot?
Tiger Bone.
You want Tiger Bone?
I hit that.
It's a tiger.
Okay, I'm gonna take meth shot. This is my nigga.
We had bounty hunters show up one time talking about
Bounty
those things, right? He was like, nigga, you ain't taking nobody. Get the fuck up out of here, dog, the bounty hunter. You ain't getting nobody in.
I want a puff shot.
We did
Ali.
shit. Yo, them road trips.
tiny.
Road trips. What stood out for me the most.
Cool. Let Mev talk.
What stood out for me the most was whoever sat in that front fucking seat. It's like when whoever woke up
On the tour bus?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we wasn't in no tour bus. We talking about we was in the 15 passenger van, nigga. Right?
Smell like Arabs.
But it's like whoever woke up on Saturday first and you had one TV in the house, they had the TV. They could watch whatever the fuck they wanted to watch. So whoever sat in that front seat had that tape deck or that CD changer. I
Right.
hated when Ghost got that front seat.
Why?
Because he would play nothing but doo-wop music. And he had about 4 or 5 hours of this shit, my dude. Right? But,
The legendary doo-wop.
But Killa, right? This was Snoop shit dropped. We damn near knew every word to every song on that album because Killa would get that front seat and just press play. No fast forward, nothing. Just let that shit play. And that was the cool. Big up to Snoop, though, because that first album, nigga. Ooh.
Now, while we talk about that, I gotta ask you something.
Many miles.
Was this true on Soul Plane that you told Snoop that he wasn't acting good or something like that?
No. I said that prior to that, but they took my shit out of context because I was like, rapper, actors, we all horrible. But we just up here doing our thing and shit. You know, I don't know how Snoop name came out my mouth. We passed that shit.
Right. And y'all got the TBS shit. Y'all both on TBS.
Yeah.
Make some noise for Meth cracking that white people's money. Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? The crazy thing about Snoop is you can't even classify Snoop as a rapper.
Nah, he just
he's
human.
a fucking persona now. You know what I'm saying? It's like the dude he do his thing. Snoop is very on point with his shit, man. His whole business.
Everything.
But when you come up under somebody like Dr. Dre, right?
Come on, everybody got their shot? Everybody got their shot? Tiger Mom? Look at you guard shit. You guard is dangerous.
Extra Tiger.
You guard is dangerous.
Tiger Bone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, give him a shot.
Lee, where you
Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee.
Hold on.
Yeah, give him some Tiger Mom.
And I
Let me get him
repeat,
a
that
shot.
shit ain't
You got
got
a
a
shotgun?
tiger in
Got a
it.
shotgun?
That's Medina right there.
No.
This shit ain't got a tiger. Hey, Sophia,
Oh, yeah.
James,
Give 'em right
Tiger
there.
Bones got tiger in it. She'll let me know.
No.
That's Medina right there.
Oh, I was watching the fucking, yo.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to you. But no trivia.
Fucking
Like
awesome.
cocaine straight from Bolivia.
I wrote that when I was 14, though.
Okay, let's finish the verse. Oh, I'm gonna give it to you. But no trivia. Like cocaine straight from Bolivia. My hip hop with the stop the nation. With the top the nation, with the rock the nation. Come on. Woo! Nah, nigga, Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas, yo. I wanted to smoke the drugs y'all was smoking. I don't know what y'all was smoking. I just knew.
Wait, listen.
I wrote that shit, man. You know that?
Nah.
Yeah, I like how you wrote that.
Oh, wait,
Hold
what?
up, that's my
Crisscross,
brother.
that
He
was
can say,
the
he can say
only
that
hit,
bullshit.
too,
That's
bro.
my brother.
Oh, I was fucked up just now.
Cheers.
I was fucked up just now. How
I
y'all
wrote that
doing?
verse when I was 14, though.
Talk about
No,
it.
you
Come on.
didn't. No,
Salud.
you didn't. No, you didn't.
Look.
No, you didn't, nigga. You wrote that shit before you went to jail.
Now Cypher.
Yeah, you did.
Now Cypher.
I'ma give it to you. No
See?
trivia.
My cousin.
Like
See, there you go, my
cocaine
cousin.
straight from Bolivia. My hip hop with a rock
can't get
and
away
shop
from
the
this.
nation. With the emancipation. Proclamation.
I can't remember the whole extended
My
verse.
favorite U-God versus Win Awards, though.
You didn't even talk about what y'all got in common with Martin Moore being your manager and being on 36 Chambers.
Who's Martin Moore?
He's the skit y'all doing the interview with at the college radio station.
Wow.
That was his manager after that.
My A&R, actually.
He wasn't your manager?
At that time, it was an A&R.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
Martin Moore. When
Yeah,
he's
he's
asking
on
y'all the
college
question,
radio.
the
Well,
skit throughout the
yeah.
whole.
Yeah, what do you want to hear? Wu-Tang again? He's not the nigga saying Wu-Tang again and again and again. He the guy asking
Asking the
guy what he
question.
wanna hear, yeah.
And then that ended up being his A&R manager.
We took a road trip to Rhode Island with, this is still independent, me, you, who was else? Was with a chef, right?
It was Mook.
And Mook, but chef was with us too, right?
Deck was there too.
I just want to say something real quick, and I want you to continue. But Meth, you smoke way too much weed to know everything. You remember everything.
Maybe that's the secret.
Cause he been through drama, this nigga. Don't get it twisted.
No, is that
a
because
street
you
nigga.
just
That's a
smoke
street
and you don't drink? Because I'm about to adapt that. I'm about to just smoke and just drink so I can remember everything like you.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. It was the people I grew up around. These niggas. Just it was something about Park Hill niggas. We was just observant of every fucking thing.
Hill,
You
nigga.
couldn't miss nothing. You had, and if you seen it, you was on point. Period. And that was the biggest thing, being on point and shit. We had a dude used to fucking do this to niggas' pockets all the fucking time. Do this shit in niggas' pockets all the time. Shit, right? You know, hit a nigga pocket.
You know the tap up.
No, it wasn't the tap up. Lounge used to go right in the nigga pocket. Like,
To jack you?
shoot. But let me tell you something. That's my man, though. That's my man and shit. It was
Shoot you?
fun. You know, we played this.
Right.
It was fun shit. When
Just
we
to see if
did.
he can get
Let
it.
me tell you something.
That's
If
Kappa,
it
bro.
ever-
That's
That's
Kappa,
Kappa,
bro.
That's Kappa.
That's Cap, bro.
But look, by doing that shit, by the time we was young men, if anybody ever did
You
that
already
shit,
was hip
we
to
was
it.
quick.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you was caught. No
Talking
way
about
you
Sham?
was
Talking about
caught.
Sham guard?
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about lounging.
Okay.
Talking about lounge. I ain't say shit about Sham.
I'm saying that's Cap. That's still
Boom!
Cap.
Boom!
That's still Cap family. There you go.
Right.
Boomer!
That's Hill again.
Boomer.
Right.
The goddamn boomer.
I mean,
Hill again.
shit.
His name is Daryl Hill.
Now I'm gonna name somebody.
That nigga, here we go.
This what I'm gonna
That
do.
was my beatbox nigga right there.
Who you got?
But he fuck up a package, though. He'll fuck up a package.
Yeah, I will.
He'll get a nigga a
Where
package.
you going?
He'll come
Where
up
you
short.
going?
He'll come up short.
You talking about
He come
Matt?
up short. He come up short. That nigga, fuck that. You nigga, you came packaged, you came up short too.
Sound like some old beefs coming out here right now. Some old beefs right now.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
What the fuck this shit that turned into, nigga?
You still my brother, I still love you.
Y'all gotta get past this right now.
Come on, Cap, sit down.
Y'all gotta get past this.
Get down, Cap.
Never give me no package.
Come on, my nigga, fuck that.
That is mistaken. Everybody in this, got a mistake.
Everybody in his nail had to touch my shit.
Man, you fuck that
He
back
had a
up.
couple of keys.
Everybody.
Fuck that
He had
back
a couple
up.
of keys though.
Everybody.
Come on, let's not talk felonious.
But you my brother, but you know what? I still love you regardless.
You know that. But I still never got no package.
Let's not
Yeah, you
talk
can say
about
that, you can say that all
felonious
you
things.
want.
You had some pounds.
No,
I'm not
no.
shopping for it. You know, you're
We
right.
came from the hammer, we came from the slammer, stop playing.
I had drugs in your house when I went to jail.
We had drugs in my shit.
Yo.
If they was, you was my brother, you was awesome.
Yo, fuck that noise. You got a question?
Yeah, I got a question.
Nah, you gotta let that ride. You gotta let that ride.
No, Cypher.
He had that for me though.
Yo,
When I
this
came
ain't
home, he had
happening.
that
Nah,
for me.
man.
That was
Nah,
my brother
man.
right there.
Nah, man. Nah, man.
Yo.
Nah, that's just regular street shit. though.
Yeah,
Drugs is whack. Drug dealing is whack. Fuck drugs.
Yeah.
That shit is cool.
Yo, you know that he remembers Paul from what year was that How Can I Be Down that you remember my dog from?
Excuse me?
My dog you remember from How Can I Be Down Jamaica?
Oh. He gave me like a half a pea.
This is a small world we live in right now.
He gave me a half a pea in Jamaica because he couldn't cross the border with it. He just handed it to me.
But we not,
I'm in Jamaica. I'm like, oh shit,
he remembered him. He remembered him.
Hold up, you my nigga. I said, oh shit, you my nigga.
Yeah.
He gave it to me, he slipped it to me. I said, oh shit, thank you. So I'm chilling.
Fuck that, man. I ain't in this go.
He was a smart. You guys was smart though, because he was in school, getting good grades. He had a nice college degree.
And I was still getting it on the bliss now.
Still getting up.
Felony,
I used to hang out with him at his college.
Shout out to BMCC College.
I didn't know that.
BMCC.
That's what it was back then. That's how we used to hustle.
And the nigga was paying his
Fly
own.
nigga golden arm.
I gotta change the subject.
And was paying his own fucking tuition.
It's 36 chambers of subjects right now.
That's how the music got incorporated. Because it's like that shit started from the game and the hustle. That's what we did on our leisure time. It's just a hobby that we picked up in the lobby.
Yo, but listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's change it up.
I was his beatbox though.
That's hard.
And that nigga right there, like I said, it's the godfather of the hill. Regardless, no matter what I was going through, yeah, I was hustling, I was getting my money, but that nigga right there was my fucking brother.
He's still your
That
brother.
was my brother. You know what I'm saying?
All these niggas
no matter what, I ain't give a fuck he came on show. I don't give a fuck.
Niggas come to my house.
Yeah, he
I love
did.
that nigga.
Niggas come to my house. Everybody used to come to my house.
Love this nigga right here, man.
Godfather.
That's right.
Oh, on that
Gave me a
note,
new title and shit.
That was my nigga right there, man.
I love it though, man. You know
Love
what
this
I'm saying?
nigga
That's the
right here.
brotherhood and shit.
That's
I
right.
taught these niggas how
Where the chef at? The chef is about to walk in? Oh, man.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, man, the chef is walking in. Oh, man.
We used to call them Remo. Say Remo.
Remo?
Yeah, that's Remo.
Who's Remo?
that ain't Chef.
The chef?
Before he became
No, I heard the chef. He walking in.
Yo, cap.
Shaka Zulu, my lord.
Man, fuck that, man. That shit, y'all gonna edit that shit out.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. Yo, listen. Let me tell y'all something.
Limitations on this shit.
Listen, we ain't even scratched the surface.
Yo,
We got history. We got history. You guys was the first.
Man, let's do that show, man.
Yeah.
him, those motherfuckers right there.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna
And Ray,
No.
and Dex is Hill too. Dex ain't even here.
Yeah, you got you. Here, I got a whole joint for you, brother. Look at that.
Yo, man, that nigga, yo.
Look at that.
He's a crazy
Go ahead, brother.
Everybody here tomorrow for the
You
show?
know what I mean? No, man, I got you. I ain't holding you up. You want another one?
Not my last.
Yeah, y'all. Go ahead. No problem. No problem, my brother. This
Yo,
is
I'm telling
motherfucking
you, I remember you
Wu-Tang.
bringing the bottle
Yo,
over.
listen, man, this is Wu-Tang Clan. Let me tell y'all something.
Slow
Yeah, this is pre-roll.
tail.
This is pre-roll joint.
It's great.
Wu-Tang Clan. the most legendary group ever in hip hop.
Absolutely.
There will never be
Monumental.
another one. There will never be even I wish somebody come out nowadays with 9 members and like
It's not gonna
y'all don't
happen.
gotta say nothing. You're gonna relax. I got a platform where I'm just gonna trash them every day and be like, y'all can't do it unless they're like drinking lean and shit like that. Because you know why?
That's horrible.
You know why? No. The reason why is because y'all was teaching the youth. Y'all was schooling the youth. Y'all was telling the people, this is what we did. Y'all ain't had
Not
to
to
do
do
that.
it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there was a big difference as opposed to this era. See, the era that we all come from, you brothers came a couple years before me, but the era that we came from was like, you know, the hustler era, as opposed to right now, which is like the fiend era.
The user era.
The user era, like everybody wanna.
Not to play devil's advocate or nothing like that.
But we
But
sold
you
them
know,
this shit.
hip-hop-
That's what they say.
Hip-hop
Yeah.
comes in different eras. You know, it's different ways. I mean, there was an era that came before us where dudes was throwing on the suits to be more culturally accepted by.
Raekwon the dog! Raekwon the dog! Come on, Raekwon the dog!
Sure.
Come on, come on. Come on. Yeah. Nah.
But not to play devil's advocate, but all that lean, they learned that shit from somewhere. All
Right.
And there's different cultures of hip hop all over. If time didn't prove anything, it proved that there are different ways to do this music. Because in our era, you knew when you heard something from the West Coast, it was from the West Coast because you knew that sound. When something was from down south, you knew it was from down south, you knew that sound. Same shit with the East Coast. Now, when Andre 3000 said that shit at the Source Awards, about the South got something to say, when niggas was booing niggas and all that shit, because New York had some shit on their back, and it was granted, you know, it started here, of course. Plus, you know, New York niggas is like that. But when he said that shit, what we failed, or what people failed to understand was the South is big. And all them niggas was together. And they all knew each other. And they started their own fucking industry and blew that shit the fuck up. Now, the era that I was watching when they all started first coming in was that BET Uncut. And what was they doing in BET Uncut in those videos? Lean, shit like that. So this is what the youth was seeing. And this is what they was imitating. You know what I mean? And when you get into that hole where you need it for creative shit, that's where you will always be fucked up at. Because once you take that away, it's like Samson thought his hair was his strength. And once they took that away in his head, he was weak.
Right. But what about the little nigga that say, but y'all need that for weed?
Yeah, I know that, but see, that's why I said I hate to play devil's
Or
advocate.
us,
Shit,
doing
you know?
drink champs is the same bullshit.
But the thing we have to understand is that music ain't for us. They ain't make that for us. They not talking to us. They talking to that generation, and I get it. This is why we want them to be a little bit more conscious of what they putting into the minds of these kids. Because we know already, but what were we putting in the minds of these kids when we was rhyming? Yeah, we had our message. We had a balance to it. But, you know, my whole shit was here. Pick up this blunt, smoke it here. Bam. I wasn't putting it in nobody's heads, but the influence was there.
And you can't blame the artist, because the artist is always a representation of the audience.
Exactly.
Because the audience is what builds the artist.
So, not to play devil's advocate again, I think there's a lot of things wrong with the music today, and a lot of the messages are way off. But it's not for us, and we have to give these kids more credit on as of what do they want to follow? Because a lot of them are speaking up out against the shit now, saying that ain't what we about. We don't do lean and we don't pop pills and shit.
And
like
mumble
that.
rap.
Right. And some motherfuckers is, you know, they getting the penalty by having seizures and shit like that. And that realization, like, oh shit, I could have fucking died. I'm never doing this shit again. The same way a motherfucker that drink and said in October 2000, I ain't never drinking again. And ain't touched the drink since. That was me.
I think we should make some noise for that. Got it down. Now, Raekwon, you just pulling up, my brother. How you doing? We've been over here getting bent with the guards.
see y'all ripped up. I see y'all right now, y'all.
And
y'all
and-
all blended up.
Blades
All ripped
right
up.
now, fucking nice.
and I see your waves is sharp.
I'm off today, Daddy.
Raven
You-
always been waving. You always
Don't
been
hit the
waving.
back of my head,
He directing it right now.
Your waves,
He had the sideways, he had the sideways wave.
That's it right
that's
there.
your camera right there.
Cut the camera B right now, for real.
Now, but how does it feel, Ray? Like just seeing your brothers. Like, I know y'all got a big concert together tomorrow, but like, how does it feel for all these years? Y'all about to celebrate 25 years. We asked them, how does it feel, like, you know, to be here together celebrating that 25?
Yo, man, I'm just happy to, to see all my brothers together and coming to represent, Drink Champs with you.
Oh,
Because
thank
I
you.
ain't seen this in a while. You know what I
Right.
mean? I ain't seen a sit down with,
Right.
just like this, just really talking, though. So I'm excited, man. I'm just excited for both sides, both parties.
Man, I'm excited for y'all, man. I'm the last time I seen everybody together. Well, I didn't get to see you. I didn't get to see Math. I didn't get to see none of y'all. But was San Diego or San Francisco? Like the last time was the whole Wu-Tang Clan was together.
Oh, Rock the Bells?
San Bernardino.
Okay, all right. You know, I'm dyslexic.
So it's a sand. It's a sand.
It was a sand. There was a sand in there somewhere. So that was the last time I got to see that. Now, so tomorrow is Art Basel, right? This is the whole Basel. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. You gotta relax.
It could be Basil.
So listen,
That's right.
Basel. So that's the whole fucking Wu. Is there any difference, like how y'all perform when it's just y'all, or sometimes it could be Ray, Math, Ugard, Masta Killa? You know what I mean?
Is it different?
Is it different when you know the whole clan is gonna be there?
Nah.
Nah?
It's just rap. It's
It's
rap.
just-
This is original rap posse anyway. Before we was Wu, we was rap posse. So we get up there, it's like we always said, it's Voltron shit. Niggas get up there and do what they do. You get the best of everything. You get the best of everything at one time. I love when I perform my niggas. It's like it's an energy that come out of nowhere that I get from just being on stage with them. It take me back to when we first started. Every time. Just catching wreck, everybody up there, in competition in the greatest way to kill the show.
Y'all ever have to even practice the set at all?
Nah,
We rehearsed before.
I mean, it depends.
I'm saying I can't imagine
It
it.
depends what kind of event it is. If it's something that's super 200,000, we gonna think about it.
Still not?
I think we get wrecked when we just.
But you just need to know the playlist, like what the songs
We don't
are.
know what's going on. The DJ can come in. He give us the signs and then we go from there.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of shit be
I've seen a playlist, but like a real rehearsal.
Like y'all ever had a real super rehearsal?
Them shits turned into rhyme sessions. Really. Well, everybody won't show up. It was usually everybody wouldn't show up.
That should be a
so-
documentary by itself.
I mean, but it's usually just a playlist. And even when we have a playlist, if the crowd, it depends on how the crowd is feeling. Brothers will go back there and be like, yo, man, if you got blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I got that. Yo, I throw that shit on next and shit. So sometimes when you in the routine,
Switch it up.
it's like, okay, I know blah, blah, blah coming next. And then something else come on, it's like, oh, okay. Now let me fade to the back real fast. Let him get that on. But all in all, I mean, when we on stage and shit, everybody, it just meshes. It's just everybody play their part. It's having, it really goes to that 5 Deadly Venom shit where each person had their own individual style and people came to the movie theater to see those individual styles or they latched on to that individual style. It's dope. It's dope.
Man.
Black shit in that cover.
I think
Is that
this
Tiger
is
Bone? You want
monumental.
Tiger Bone shot, Ray?
That Tiger Bone, baby.
That Tiger Bone got me told.
You want another shot right now?
It's
I'm
Medina's
leaning right now. That
finest.
shit got me leaning right now.
Do not call that.
Nah, but you know what it is? Let me tell y'all something. Again, anytime I ever see brothers that's legends in this game and that's real people in this game, and I see them go to any other format, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, I look at them and I say, this guy that you go to has to be a journalist. I don't have to be a journalist at all. I don't give a fuck if you get caught with your dick in anybody's fucking mouth. That's not what the Yala do. The Yala respect his motherfucking legends. And right now, it can't get no more legendary than this right motherfucking here. So all night,
you did it, baby.
I was so nervous, man. I was like, I want Wu, my nigga.
He called me up yesterday.
These niggas got us on Brian Gumbo level right now. We got Wu-Tang motherfucking Clan. If y'all niggas don't make no noise. See, I don't even know what them other niggas is, journalists. I don't even know. I know this is the most legendary group of all time. And I know we started our podcast, our media company, saying that we're going to support the legends. We don't get no more legendary than tonight, than to right now, to this moment, to all these motherfucking brothers. And if y'all ain't making no noise for them, I'm making noise for them. We all making noise for them together, God damn it. And we like, here, Ray, like one of those over there. That's that $1.50 a joint. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. So
Hot pink, wake up in the morning.
yeah, and I gotta take a pee like a motherfucker, but I'm smoking this whole shit before I take a piss. Let me get a light. So now,
Looking like I got a light.
so now, Ray,
Kinda look too smooth for you though.
I need to ask everybody here. Right?
Give me the light, look.
So now we hit Protect Your Neck, right? Boom. After we hit Protect Your Neck, it's this quiet, underground joint. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. I need to hear from the clan. How did y'all feel, for real?
How do we feel?
Yeah, because it was 9 of y'all niggas. Yeah, it was 9 of y'all, and then now Meth, his shit is bubbling on his own.
Listen.
How did you feel? The real shit, right?
We already had a solid game plan when he's coming in. First, I know they already probably gave you the business.
No, they did.
We was on some coming in on some Staten Island shit. You know what I mean? Letting niggas know that, yo, there's something going on in Staten Island. Niggas is ill. Niggas is street. Niggas do everything every other borough do. Probably do it better.
Right.
You know, but it was always that, you know, that tension with us on getting on because niggas doubted Staten Island. You know, and we knew that when we came, we knew we had a couple Brooklyn niggas, Staten Island niggas coming together. You know, niggas, we knew that we had something. So when we came with those records, everything that we picked out for niggas to hit, it was already premeditated. Meth was one of the most energetic, authentic, rhyme writing, crime living G's out there in the street that we knew, yo, this nigga is a star. So automatically when we sat down and came to the table, we knew what records was gonna be solicited first. You know, so when Johnny, AKA that motherfucking Takaya Stallion over there, that flower, when you know he came with that Method Man record, we already knew what
M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. You're my cloud. You don't know me, you don't know my style. Come on, niggas, come on. I ain't the only nigga that know. I said, this nigga, who the fuck is this nigga? I'm in jail. I said, this nigga's crazy.
Let me tell you something. So like I said, you know, we knew that Johnny was already off to the races.
Right.
You know? So we already said, yo, he gonna be the first one to open up the door for everything that we trying to do. Because once we hit y'all with the Protect Your Neck, you know, we already knew, yo, all right, y'all know it's 9 of us.
Right.
Now, when it's album time, now y'all gonna go by booklet, step-by-step booklet. Meth went first.
Now Meth said earlier, he said that Lau actually passed on him.
No, I said that Def
my bad.
Jam, what happened was when we had our deal with
No,
Lau,
Def Jam wanted
with Def
ODB.
Jam, they wanted Old Dirty Bastard,
Yep.
but Dirty had already had a deal. Now, at that point in time, they could have picked anybody from the crew, but RZA picked form and was like, we'll give you meth. So it was luck of the draw.
Right.
Period. That was
Then-
it. And I was happy to be there because, you know, I was on that Def Jam shit. A lot of the artists I looked
And what
up to.
made you choose Loud for Only Built for Cuban Links?
I ain't choose nobody. I was just getting in where I fit in. I was happy to have a job. I'm tired of running from police. I ain't care where I was going. I just wanted to see us make a living doing something positive, you know? You know, coming from where we come from, it's like, it's a little ass window. So when we slid through that window, it was like, yo, a nigga got a job. I was just happy to tell my moms, you ain't gotta worry about me going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
What, your first rhyme already?
As far as the deals is concerned, I was just taking it for what it is. And, you know, when it was my time to do my thing, we was already established with Rifkin. You know, the whole Loud situation. Loud, I like the way Loud was, because Loud was like a crack spot. You know what I mean? For hits. You know,
For y'all that don't know, Steve Rifkin started the street team shit.
Yeah, we established that on the Drink Champs episode.
We was one of the street team guys.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, when it was my time to do my dance, I was just happy because I didn't know where my life was going in.
Oh, I like it. Where'd you go to get your thoughts together for that first album, The Cuban Links? I already know. I just want to hear you say it.
Oh, you know, we shot out of town. You know what I mean?
How far?
On some Marvin Gaye shit. I was write my shit on the mountain.
Where'd you go, Chef?
I just
You gotta see that in the first. You gotta see that in the doc coming up, baby. But you know, we did some things, man. But like I tell anybody, any album from the 90s that we done, I always say that I done that with my brothers. You know what I mean? Because they all participated in that. They just knew I was
They used to
on
cut
some-
my hair.
Knew I was on some crazy. Yeah, you almost shot me too.
Damn.
You almost shot me.
Now,
Where we
my
going
first
with this?
rhyme was Chef.
I be telling nigga, yo, don't point no guns at me.
What?
You go. You ain't talking about that?
No,
You ain't telling nigga you almost shot the nigga?
Might as well.
You ain't telling that, Lord?
I told you
Nigga
that
almost
motherfucker
shot me,
was
no,
spoiled.
check it, look. No, look.
Gun and
We
all,
ain't
he
the
probably
This is
12.
way before rap. This is way before rap.
Okay.
This is on some gold teeth when they first came out. Some great shit. And, you know, me and Huey, we love to go get fresh, buy slacks. We was on some slacks and golden rain shit, right? You remember that? If you ain't have a handful, he wasn't saying nothing. You know, but
Money
me
get
and Huey,
nigga. Hold up, money get nigga.
we running around, doing whatever we do, and we happen to buy some 32s. Remember 32s? Niggas don't know about 32s.
Yeah,
32s. I mean, it's a pistol, you know what I mean?
pistol.
32 joint. Yeah, not a 38, 32.
Yeah. That's between the 25 and the 38.
Yeah,
It's
he
kind of
They
like
had a baby.
It's a
we
little
had
pistol.
two twins, Chris Chrome joints.
Yeah.
And we up in Blue Man Lab. So, you know, we knowing that at the end of the day, yo, we got the things on us. And you know, Huey, he's super happy. He keep cocking the bag.
He sounded reckless right now.
You know
Do
what
we
I
got
mean?
dreads back then?
We flat top fade niggas.
Okay.
And he was cutting my
And I was
hair.
cutting his hair.
Right.
I'm a barber too.
Now you told me that before. I never believed you.
Hold on.
Until this
This
moment,
nigga- hold on,
Ray.
hold on.
Yo,
This
Ray
nigga
told
in
me
the
this
hood-
mad times. I never believed him.
Yo, no, hold up. This thing in the hood was nice with the cuts, my nigga.
So it was Raekwon the barber before Raekwon the chef.
I cut you before.
Ops the shit out.
Yo, I'm on the road. I'm on the road with Ray.
Ray was nice.
Look. Hold on. I'm on the road with Ray one time. Ray said like this. Ray said,
He cut your hair.
Ray, no. Ray looked at the barber. He said, "Is he nice with his broomstick?" I didn't know what that meant. I was like, "I think so, Ray." Yo, but I didn't know you was dead serious. Okay.
Nigga, we used to do everything, man.
Yo, he looks so dead serious right now.
He used to cut my shit in the hallway because Earth wouldn't let his mom's wouldn't let us in the house.
You couldn't go in Chef house.
Couldn't go in his
You
house.
couldn't go. That nigga would meet you in the hallway. You had to meet that nigga in the
Park
hallway.
Hill. Park
Yeah,
Hill.
keep it going. Keep it going. No, I got the BBs. Come on, watch out. Yeah,
You know, these type niggas that walk in her bedroom, like, it's like, you know, like niggas walking around the house, so it's like, she knew I was fucking with the bad guys. But it was like, yo, keep your friends outside right now.
How old was y'all when y'all had them guns though?
Oh, we was like, what we was like, 16, 17?
Wait, but how'd you almost shoot him?
Look, let me tell you. So, you know, we playing around with him. We in the room smoking. Next thing you know, he keeps clicking it back.
He's cocking the gas.
He keep clicking it, and then he pointed at me. So me knowing that at the end of the day, don't point no fucking guns at me.
Hold on. That's when you did some sucker shit. Don't say no bullshit. I knew better. I pointed the shit out the fucking
Wait, was it loaded? Was it loaded?
It was fucking loaded.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit though. Why is it loaded?
Hold on.
You had no business having a loaded gun doing that.
Listen.
I ain't going for that. He was pointing the shit at me, and I told him don't point that shit.
Nah.
So next thing
He
you know,
ain't making it out. Hold on. Now, Cypher, I'm defending my case right now. Because for real, I knew better than pointing at my motherfucking head, my nigga.
But you pointed at
But you pointed somewhere else.
And me, N.O.R.E, listen, I'm a street nigga, so I know, yo, don't point them guns.
I grew up around psychopaths. What the fuck I supposed to do?
Ain't nothing in there. Or whatever. And he pointed out my man mom's window. And the shit went off. Bah!
Oh.
And I remember we both looked at each other like. I said, yo, you almost took my life. Why you gonna point it at me? See, we knew that at an early age. Don't ever.
Think I was gonna point, hold up. He think I was gonna point at him. I wasn't gonna point
at me. Now, what you mean I think I'm
No.
You pointed at me.
I believe it right now.
You think I was gonna, hold up. You think I was gonna pull the fucking trigger?
Oh, yeah, that's
You thought I was gonna pull the trigger to your fucking head?
I don't know, my nigga. Yo, killer. Nigga don't point no gun. I don't know what you gonna do. You know what I mean? But I was smart enough to say, do that shit over there, my nigga.
I was maniac. What the fuck?
We was definitely
It was
maniac.
crazy, man.
Y'all told me I was getting money on
Hold on. Let me see.
On the Statue of Liberty?
No chef. Hold on.
Nobody bought it.
For real?
What is wrong with y'all?
Let's make some noise for Wu-Tang. One more time. When we say woo, y'all say tang. Woo, tang, woo, tang. When we say woo, y'all say tang. Woo, tang, woo, tang. Yo, let me just tell y'all something. I want to thank y'all brothers, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't ending the shit. I don't want to seem like I'm ending it. But I want to thank y'all brothers because y'all have like the richest history in hip hop. And the thing about y'all history is it's hard to put the pieces of the puzzle together because you could never get your brothers all together. So when there's certain, go ahead, you can burp, it's okay, it's Drink Champs, no problem. So when you get brothers together, and then you could try to piece like little pieces of the puzzle, because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm Wu-Tang family, but I feel like will always be a fan first.
See you in the China Club.
Yeah, but I was a fan in jail like way before that. So what I'm saying is, it's always dope for me as a fan to just look at, certain pieces of the puzzle and say that, oh shit, A and B really does equal Z sometimes.
Yeah, and it's funny because to take it back to what you were saying about giving them their flowers while they can still
Yes.
Because we lost one.
God bless. ODB.
Yes.
All right, listen, Drink Champs, we always make noise, but at this very moment, I want everybody to be quiet. Let's give a moment of silence for ODB. 1, 2, 3. Let's make some noise to ODB, goddammit. Now,
Let me tell you some fly shit about ODB.
go ahead.
In my eyes, he's the gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I know we all praise RZA. I love RZA with every bone in my body.
Right.
But Dirty was the man.
He gave us
And let me explain that. Let me explain that to the maximum of y'all. He was the energy. He was the one that believed in the crew thing. See, RZA is a shy guy. He's shy. He knows he has potential, but he learns from his cousins, which is the Jizza and Dirty. So for me, being one of the first 3 niggas that they really looked at on some MC shit, I watched them. You know what I mean? And Dirty, he always had that charismatic energy. He was nice back then to us. It was like I'm talking about funky rhymes, I'm talking about rhymes, I'm talking about real gutter shit. You know what I mean? It's like they been doing that while we was out in the street hustling. So I'm a Shaolin nigga. I ain't a Wu-Tang nigga yet. A Shaolin nigga.
So at that time, what did Wu-Tang represent? That was Brooklyn type of thing?
No, you know
tell him.
You know what? It was MCs, period.
MCs.
There was like certain areas you knew who the MC was, and the nigga
Bless you.
And the nigga that knew all the MCs was RZA. And because we called them ciphers because we weren't building, but we were rhyming. And I remember when Dirty, because Dirty would come to Staten Island a lot. Jizza not so much, not as much as Dirty would. I'm good. And it was so deep that one year for Ghost's birthday, all we did was sit outside and rhyme all night. And I remember Dirty, because I had heard his rhymes before, but he never said them shits the same way twice, ever. And I got proof of that shit. I mean, you would hear the same rhyme, but he didn't say it the same fucking way. Whether somebody was
His flow was
beatboxing
different.
or RZA had a beat, right. No, he would switch it up, because he had music in his soul.
That's what I try to do.
So this motherfucker.
That's what I try to do
to
my whole
prove
career.
that, he had three different records on his first album that had the same verse on it.
Wait, say that one more time.
He had three different records on his album that had the same verse on them, and a lot of people
And they all
didn't
sounded
catch
different.
it because he said it different every time he said it.
Oh, no.
I grabbed the mic.
He
and
killed
gave
me.
it to him. He did it with Josh on there. Then he did it another time when he rhymed with the Brooklyn Zoo, right? And then he did it another time on another record on that album.
See,
With
you know
Ghost,
what it is?
right.
See, you know what it is?
Right.
You know what it is Jizza was always the gentleman. But Jizza didn't talk. He let RZA,
Quiet motherfucker.
He let RZA be the 3-star.
He was cerebral.
RZA was a 3-star.
He was cerebral.
You know what I'm saying? Dirty was a 7-star, but he was just crazy.
Dirty
You know
and
what I'm
give a
saying?
fuck. It was like when we would be back here. You know how that shit is when you first get on stage and you don't know how to feel the crowd out. Dirty ain't give a fuck. Dirt would go right out there. Yo, this is old dirty bastard. I'm up here with the Wu-Tang Clan. These the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. Yo, play my shit.
Super energy. So
He used to
And the
get in
crowd
with,
with it.
he used to get in with
Like,
Akadeli. He used to get in with Akadeli.
Yeah, what
all the
happened
time.
with Akadeli? I heard about that.
The niggas was tussling on stage all the time. Shots ring out in Miami. Shit was crazy.
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna give you a whole dirty Miami story.
Good.
That I remember. It just came up recently on Instagram with some folks. It was one of his first solo performances here in Miami. And my boys were supposed to open up for him.
Right.
I mean, we weren't that close at the time yet, my homies. And something happened where he wanted to go on stage first. I don't know what happened, but they jumped him backstage. Yeah, they jumped him backstage. Like in the stage, it wasn't like a backstage. It was like backstage, you could see everything. So there was a tussle. You saw it, boom, 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 boom. And then he still came up and he performed. He performed. And he said, yo, the motherfuckers that jumped me, come on stage and spit some rhymes.
Yo, listen.
Yeah, spit some rhymes.
Dirty might have been jumped like 50 times.
Yo, they jumped him and they came out. Shout out to Last Straws, my dogs from Miami. And they came on stage and I don't remember how it went down. Drunk facts, but.
Dirk was authentic because he always felt like he do this for real. He just knew that back then. He knew, like, yo, I do this for real. So any place he go, he a Brooklyn nigga. He gonna let you feel his energy.
Right.
And if he's drunk, which 9 times out of 10 he's known for, that's why he's the drunken master.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna try you. He's gonna take you all the way to that level to be like, I'm gonna test your heart. And the minute you blink, nigga, I got you.
Right.
That's the type of nigga he was. But he was coming through, not only promoting him, but he believed in him.
Nigga was just a wild ass nigga, man.
He believed in the
I love that
plan.
nigga, man.
Like, this is my shit, nigga. You know what I mean? He sit back in the back, be like,
Hold up. He be in the bottom bunk. He be in the bottom bunk in the tour bus, fucking the bitch underneath the scissors, God.
You wanna come and get some of this? Then he closed the curtain, yo, fuck you, nigga, you yellow ass nigga.
No, this nigga, big yo.
Hold on. We snuck across the border, me and him. We couldn't get in Canada. We snuck across the border, and we couldn't get in because our passports got stuck. We snuck under the tour bus and hid underneath the luggage like this. Back then, before we first started, we snuck across the border and got in. In the luggage.
Yo, you hear me? This ain't the beat selling by.
Love this shit. You don't understand.
The bottom line is I see Dirty and digging his nose, nigga.
Yeah.
And he picking.
Yeah.
So you watch, he going like this. You know what I'm saying? If they grab you, be like, yo, you get Hold
on.
I can't even say nothing. It's like that's my uncle.
We in Japan one night. We in a hotel room. He come knocking on my door. Yo, God. You got any condoms? Nah. All I got is saran wrap shit. He said, I'll take that. We wrapped his dick in saran wrap, went in my bathroom, and fucked the bitch in my bathroom.
Let me ask you a question. What the fuck you was doing with saran wrap?
The shit that cover your, hold on. The shit that cover your fruit in the hotel room. You know what I'm talking about? The fruit plate. I get the fruit plate on, I get the nutrients. He came in, the waffles.
Up in the towel and all that shit.
In my bathroom, begging the bitch out. Hold on. Then he come out the bathroom and said, thank you, God, peace. And then slide off.
Yo, this nigga used to be like, yo, I got bandages and everything on this shit. Like, be like, yo, this nigga's crazy.
Yo, he got his dick sucked at the bar.
Dirty bastard.
At the bar.
He's the old dirty bastard. For real, my nigga. He's the real, like nigga said, like even when we was making 36 Chambers and Meth broke everybody down in 5 minutes, like yo, you know, Huey's a psychopathic thinker. You know what I mean? Ray the marvelous shit. All that shit came
That was a
from his
freestyle?
head. When he said Old Dirty, said yo, ain't no father to his style. Ain't no father to that nigga's style. And he the type of nigga that, yo, he just an energy. Like I used to think like he doing it just for attention, but it's just him. You know what I mean? He been like that since the early days. He been a drinker, heavy drinker, a karate flick nigga. You know what I mean? Him and RZA stealing, you know, boosting, all of that. They introduced me to those chambers.
Then they used to come to the hill. Used to come to the hill, polo down. Boosting. Take it. Yo, it's coming polo down to the hill. Yo, we get
both of them niggas. Dirty niggas though.
I apologize.
Shout to Thurston, how I think he's in here too, low lines.
Thirsty Brooklyn niggas.
Y'all think Wu-Tang ain't the same?
Without him?
Or would ever be the same without him?
It'll never be the same without him. It'll never.
Even though that motherfucker ain't make many shows and shit when he did show
Yo, he was a motherfucker.
Yo, he's bigger than all of us. He's bigger than all of us. He's bigger than all of us.
Break that down, Ray.
When I say he's bigger than all of us, it's because
he knew. He fucking knew. He just knew. He just knew.
He had everything. He was like the new Biz.
Damn, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
The juice fruit. You know, he knew he had a bunch of sharp MC niggas around him that really throw that blade. And his thing, he was the leader. Even if you ain't say he was the leader, he know he's the leader.
Right.
And the crazy shit about it is that he ran with another set of niggas that we call the Stray Cats. Stray Cats.
Break that down.
Picket Avenue ass niggas. Picket Avenue ass niggas.
They be in your head. It's like he kept the grimiest niggas around him. So we like, damn, this is our boss. He comes to
Shorty
my
sister.
wedding,
Niggas like this nigga named Shorty sister.
Shorty
sister?
I know Shorty sister.
You know what Shorty sister?
I know Shorty sister.
The nigga,
12 o'clock.
The nigga loved Tupac. For one, that was his man.
They knew each other though?
He didn't get to meet Tupac, I don't think, but he loved Tupac. And Dirty, whether people knew it or not, Dirty was very intelligent.
That nigga Pop
Very
Mush,
smart.
that nigga
You know
Pop
what I
Mush.
mean? What he was doing was RZA was like, no, you the old dirty bastard. And Dirty gonna manifest that, meaning live that out. And that's what he was doing. He was living that out. Old, dirty, be a bastard. But then when that love, all that love came in, that's where Big Baby Jesus came from. And Osiris fertilized the planet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just was living out what he was. It was everything about him was just what it was. It was like that was really him. Wasn't no
But he seen
act,
something in
nothing
us.
like that.
He seen something in us though, and he pulled it out. You know what I mean? He pulled it out of me, cause I know when he told me like, yo, you an ill motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm taking it like, I don't care about everybody else. I don't care about nothing. No, I care about what he's saying because I knew for some reason he seen something big in me, and it's like, yo, when they formulated that crew, when they started going to who they felt, that was an order that came from them. Jizza, RZA, and Old Dirty. They the ones that started to throw out that contact, right or wrong. Y'all agree? You know what I'm saying?
What was that?
I'm saying they was the ones that started to call niggas like, yo, go get that one. Go get this one. Go get that one. This is what I'm talking about when we first started. It was them three that sat up and said, yeah.
What three you saying too?
The Jizza,
The RZA?
Old Dirty, and RZA. They was the ones that was making
All
the calls,
together now,
talking
crew.
about, yo, we trying
All
to do this
together now,
Wu-Tang Clan shit.
And that was
So I'm
real,
like,
that's
yo,
the crew?
so I'm like, yo, you ready? I'm like, yo, y'all really ready? They like, yo, RZA talking. We like, yeah, boom. Get in touch with Meth, get in touch with, you know what I mean? Yui was locked up. So Yui came home like right at the time when everything was getting ready to come on, and it was like, yo, come on. That's how real our shit is. It's like, yo. But I remember Yui telling me like, yo, he had to bring me back and say, yo, start rhyming again.
Cause it was right here.
Everything was happening crazy.
Hold up.
I wasn't
Hold up. Cause Ray was in the streets hard. He was in the streets hard with power. And he was doing his thing. He had the gate. Ray had the gate
tell him over
rocking.
there, relax.
Ray had the gate rocking.
Tell him over there, relax.
Ray had the gate rocking. Up, I think what's the top? What's the top?
Up everywhere, nigga, but chill on that.
Yeah. He was rocking. Well, no, nigga, that was 1988, man. 88.
Little boys, right? Little boys.
Statue.
Statute of limitations, we good.
You know what to do.
Fuck a limitation. But you know what? At the end of the day, yes, a key piece of the we can't even act like he here and he's not gone. We can't even act like that because he's not here. Where we're lucky at is that Boss Son, his firstborn, looked just like him.
Yep.
And he coming around. And the last time I seen this young man perform, the young God, he was on his thing. I was loving the way he was doing his shit because he reeled himself in, and it's like he's not trying to act like his father no more.
You got his
He's
own
coming
style.
natural.
Yeah, it's
So,
natural.
You know what I mean? And I love that right there. Big up to Boss Son, young.
Big up Boss
bastard.
Son.
Young Dirt.
And he
Young
respectable too, you know?
Now,
He respectable.
now I gotta get to like the $1 million question, right? The Art album.
Oh, the Skrilly joint, dude?
Yeah, the
I'm
Mark.
out of this one.
What is up with that dude, man?
About that shit. Who was on there? I wasn't in on that shit.
What's that?
The homie, what's the dude's name? Martin Shkreli?
$1 million joint.
That bought the joint?
You know what it was? You know what it was? It's like
Yeah.
none of us never met the Scully nigga. None of us never really knew what was going on fully on how it was working.
But what was that album though? Y'all recorded obviously the
It was
album.
an album.
No, you talk to him. Go ahead.
It was just an album that wasn't an album. It was a formed album. You know.
Different recorded joints put together.
Yeah, it wasn't,
Right.
It wasn't like it was built to be an album. You know, and RZA students, we work with them. We like their sound.
Right.
And we did a lot of things with them on our own. So when all that happened with the whole selling thing, it was like the idea was great, but the politics was still a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, we got our own lifestyle. Nigga ain't waiting for that. You know what I mean? We all inclined to know that at the end of the day, yo, I heard about it. Whether you like it or not, it still got done. So whatever happened, niggas ain't getting I ain't getting no money off it. I ain't care about that. I like the idea of it being authentic.
It was a good idea.
It was a dope idea.
The idea was ill.
So, when it came down to that, we the type of niggas that it don't mean nothing. It's like, it's there now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
As far as the Skrelly nigga never met him in his life, never touched his hand. None of that. You don't give a fuck about it. It was great for the culture. Period. It was good that somebody was able to just acknowledge that and say, you know what? Because those records was records that we did having fun. It wasn't built on what y'all think it was. It was fun records.
What the records on that joint? I did that shit because that nigga paid me. I made that.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas get money
That
for
shit
it.
came out or what? I ain't hear that
Because when
shit.
Silver Ring
Nah,
hollered at me,
came
I don't know how he
out.
hollered at everybody else, but he hollered at me personally. And was like, I'm gonna send you 3 records. If you can do these for me, okay. And after I did the joints, I hit him with the price. He complained about it. We haggled back and forth, and then that was it. I ain't heard shit else since. And then all this shit started popping up, and I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. And I went on record speaking out against shit because that's what happens when you're not around each other a lot in certain moves, and there's so many different players, so many bosses around, and so many different moves is being made. But if we all not coming back to the same table and building about the shit, that's when that miscommunication come in, and other people get information that we don't necessarily have, and we're in front of a camera, and they hit us with a question that sound really weird to us instead of doing the homework because there's no time to do it. The question is right then and there. You react. And I reacted to it like 88 years before anybody could hear it. I don't understand. And in the midst of all that shit, it turned my whole taste buds off to it. Even when it was explained to me what the album was and how it would be heard and things like that, it was just the whole circus turned me the fuck off because I'm very humble, but I think our crew is so much more bigger than that, and our fans are so much more loyal than that they deserve better than that.
I wasn't told personally that it was going to be an album. I was called by the same individual and saying that he was making a mixtape.
Who's the individual? I mean,
with the Silver Rings.
Mike.
And that's what I was told. It became what it became. You know what I mean? But I wasn't in the mind frame that it was going to be an album. But
talking about the art piece that was sold.
yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Nah, this cat collecting songs individually from us. You know what I'm saying? Got niggas to do certain.
It's like your in-house. It's like your in-house
like
gassing you with
favorites
records.
and all that. And
Your
then
in-house gassing you with records, but he got
gonna
good
release that
records.
shit. He was gonna release it though. He was gonna release it, and niggas was like, "Yo, don't release that shit. If you release that shit, it's gonna be some problems." So that's how that shit wound up going into the auction. So he was like, "Oh fuck it, what am I do with it?" So that nigga put it up. He spoke to RZA. Them niggas put that shit up in the auction. That shit started going up. When it reached $1 million, the pharmaceutical dude raised the price on the pharmaceuticals in his profession. Bought that album. Now he back in court again for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but nobody never heard the album. I don't remember what the fuck he got on.
Nobody
it,
heard.
bro.
The crazy shit is, right, you sitting there and you hearing this, he said something kind of similar to what I said, but it was totally different. Totally different. It's like if we ain't all talking,
Shares on there.
that's what's going to happen. But that's exactly
Cher?
exactly
Singer
how he
Cher?
said it. That's exactly how
She's
it
on the
happened.
album?
Exactly how he said it. That's exactly how it happened.
You heard what he said though? He said shares on the album.
I know he said shares on the album. And then Matt and Ray hit me
That's
with
all I
another
know.
shit.
That's all I know.
I was trying to tune in.
Shares on the
That's
album?
all I know.
Some young Anderson.
That shit is crazy. I don't even know he's registering that shares on the album.
So some young Anderson Cooper shit right there. And you got the illest shit.
No, but that's crazy.
So nobody technically knows what's on the art album.
See, listen. The whole thing is that we play with each other a certain kind of way when we want to play with each other. Cause it's like you gotta always remember this jewel. The only ones that can get you is yours. We always had that saying in our mind back in the days. Only niggas can kill us is us. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things that go on, we give it a pass because it's attached to greatness around us. But a lot of shit just be tacky. It be tacky business, and it's like you said, you talk to Meth at a time, he don't know what's going on. He gonna give you that realism of what he felt right then and there. Like, yo, I ain't co-sign that. You know, so it was one of those things where it was a good thing and it was a weird thing.
Yeah.
It was good though. I like the authentic. We are displaying art.
Like that.
We are giving niggas art. Yeah, this been art. You know what I'm saying? I already had the album Fly International Luxurious art anyway, so everything is art after that came out anyway. I watched that. I seen that. But yeah, we make art, man. Everything we do and how we move with our people, we very merciless. We always help everybody, man. I think that's part of our blessings, but like Mel said, we could always be better, man. But it's a lot of times, a lot of things get just wiped under the rug because it's like we bigger than rap with it.
Very true. Very true. How weird was it when the white guy said he got goons?
I ain't even.
That shit goony.
That shit was super comedy. That was dumb comedy. It was dope though. It was dope. It was fun to wake up and see Ghost getting handled by a bully. Like, Ghost ain't the bully. He just a fly nigga. He doesn't get handled by the bully.
Ghost is the bully. The Ghostface killer. I got goons too. You see this fucking album? I'll destroy this shit. No one to hear it. Like your fucking last album, Mr. Ghostface.
This shit was like a Batman movie.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
But you never know, man. Knowing Silver Ring's probably put his ass up to that shit, told him to do that shit. Who knows?
But yo, you know, at the end of the day, it was a dope idea. You know.
Nah, selling album as art is fucking.
I think that was a great
brilliant.
idea. Yeah.
It's brilliant. You know, I love you brothers. I have no idea of what, happens in between the chambers. I'm outside the 36 chambers, but I listen to the 36 chambers. But I'm in the park.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, because within the chambers is y'all chambers. I'm trying to break down math within the chambers. I'm kind of good at what I do. But, so when I see that, it's like, damn. But when it comes back to reality and I sit back and just want to sit back and praise you brothers, brother. Because there will never, ever be another Wu-Tang Clan, ever.
Absolutely not.
And let me tell you something. I go, I've been to and I'm retarded because I'm sorry. Because I did Spanish music, so I go to places that hip hop is not supposed to be at.
That shit ill, and you don't even speak Spanish.
And I don't speak Spanish.
You speak Spanish on low, nigga.
No, in my mind, you go. But look, I did a Spanish album, so I was doing shit, and the only other hip hop group I ever seen anywhere is always Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, that's the thing. Wu-Tang is definitely
it's
universal.
Always I be out here like this nigga. I'm in Bogota. Nobody been out here. And the nigga just come over here with a Wu-Tang.
Wow.
Symbol like that. Get the fuck out my way.
These motherfuckers right here.
I thought it was Christopher Columbus. I thought I discovered this land. And look, as soon as I come out,
the W is there already.
It's no Wu-Tang.
The W is there already.
And I got these niggas' phone numbers. I'm like, I can't even do it right now. But that's what I gotta give y'all. Yeah. Y'all discovered the land. Y'all, what is it? Black Moors? You remember Moors? The Moors.
Yeah,
if you know your mathematics, the Moors conquered the land before everybody.
The black men that struck oil.
they struck oil and they just was all over that land. And that's what Wu-Tang Clan.
They taught the Greeks.
We was black Wall Street.
Gave
back
Romans
in
their
the
society.
early 60s. That's who we were when we came in hip hop. We conquered something that was so big that was really self-made. Like we never, like one thing about when we did our business, it was like we did it between us as an oath. It wasn't done on a political level.
Yeah, that's why I had to sneak and do
See
that
what I'm
biggie
saying?
joint.
So as the political shit come into play,
Yeah.
that's just only, it's a certain territory of that you gotta protect every time because you build something great. But when we came in, it was just, yo, let's get the job done. Yo, listen to this nigga, this the chairman. RZA was the chairman, so a lot of times he get praised based on being the chairman. You know what I'm saying? And being a producer that he is, it's like he's so far. He's where you think you might think he in Bermuda, a nigga's in Antarctica. You know what I'm saying? So he always come with his great ideas and his, you know, and we look at it as like, yo, you got all these rings, so we can't front on you because you got mad rings. You know what I'm saying? You got mad rings. You did a lot of shit. But now looking at it from that perspective, it's like it ain't always the greatest idea. So this is where, you know, we slow up our pace on a lot of things that we deal with. But this is what you get from Wu-Tang. It's like it's the realest shit. It's the most compelling shit I ever seen in my life. Me, just knowing I'm attached to this. And for y'all drink champs to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is monumental right here.
You get
Make a
monumental.
fucking noise.
You get six. You get 6.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
At the same time.
That's me
incredible.
right there.
Nah.
I salute you,
6
my nigga.
motherfuckers at the same damn time.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
This the nigga who made the W, the M on. Niggas got that shit on their ear, on their head. I seen a nigga walk by like a monk with his shit on. He didn't even say nothing to me. I said, yo, this is his logo. This is his logo, man. No, listen. Walk by the same walk by with sandals, don't even speak to me.
Yo, nigga,
Sandals, nigga.
motherfuckers
Sandals dressed up like a monk and all that.
by you. That's crazy. Nothing.
Yo, listen, we big in Asia, man.
Nigga,
Big, man.
y'all big.
We big
Y'all big
everywhere.
internationally,
Hold on,
bro.
let me just
we
stop
big
you.
everywhere, but Asia.
Y'all big in the world, man.
Yeah.
You know what
Y'all
I'm
took
saying?
hip hop to
Wu-Tang
the
Clan
outer
rocks the
ways, man.
world.
Global.
Y'all took
Let
hip
me
hop
tell y'all
everywhere,
something,
man.
my nigga.
Y'all like Zulu Nation. Y'all took it further, man.
Oh, damn, that was. I can't even
And
top
that's
your
crazy.
shit.
And
I
that's
tried to hit you with some fly
Nah,
shit, but
it's the truth.
You destroyed my
I
shit.
feel like equally
No,
to
no,
Zulu.
let EFN talk.
Equally
Please,
to
please.
Zulu, Wu took it further, man.
That's Wu Zulu.
Yeah.
Wu Zulu.
Let me ask you a question.
relax.
Let me ask you a question.
They
How far
say
you go back to Zulu?
What do you mean? As far as what do you mean?
Ball busters, nigga.
No, I don't know. What do you mean exactly?
Zulu and ball busters. Those two rival niggas. Niggas kicking ass.
I'm from Miami. I can't go that. I can't go to New York.
you go.
They
You
was
gotta relax.
eventually.
I'm 80.
Yeah, they was good guys, but at the end of the day, they created.
But Zulu was ones branching out, teaching us everything in hip hop.
Giving food for sure.
Everything. And I feel that Wu, for the modern age, took hip hop everywhere else.
The Wu is the new.
You know what I'm saying?
Wu is the new Zulu. Like you go. Listen. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna throw it out there right now. One night, I'm in Arizona. I'm in some reckless place. I'm out there. I don't fly nobody out because I'm like in the West Coast or somewhere. Niggas like, you got a little. Come out there. So I get there. Dude say, yo, I'm short 7,000. I'm like, oh shit real. And I don't know who called who, but there was so many Wu and Rough Rider niggas there. The 7,000 showed up. So fat. And it was just like, damn. When you connect it, niggas gotta relax. Yo, one of my niggas is that, yo, I'm making 2 phone calls. I'm calling Rough. For some reason, Rough Riders got a crew every state.
Yeah, they do.
And they don't bite. They don't. And then so does Wu-Tang. You just gotta be connected with the consul. And for some reason, the consul hit me and said, we got Wu and Rough Riders coming. Yo, listen, the 7,000 showed up. I said, oh shit. I swear to God, my nigga.
Yo, it's just crazy because it's like, when you think about what we created, it's like, everybody don't know how many members is in the group. You know, it's really 10 members. It's 10 members. It's 10.
And then you got subsidiaries.
Yeah,
you got like grave diggers.
Yeah, you know.
You got
Killer Army.
Killer Army. What's the other niggas? They got.
Shaheem is it?
The regular channel.
Sons of Man.
Sons of Man.
See, you know what make us that fly coat? Because it's like,
Don't forget Red.
you know, what make us
Red
that
Man
fly,
Ultimate, man.
what make us that fly coat is like we distill knowledge in niggas while they being inspired by something. So it's like these dudes become MCs because they feel that it's a way to make a way for themselves to be heard. And RZA, he always been like a, you know, he's like a shepherd, you know what I mean?
Right.
Bunch of sheep with him, like dirty joints though, but you know, he clean them up. He makes sure they good. He feed them. He neutralize. He makes sure they good. And that's how the cult became bigger because a lot of times, you know, we didn't really know who certain dudes was individually.
But did
'Cause
every
we
group
already was
come through the
we
ringer
was
like?
already in our own
Yeah,
groups.
somebody agreed on these are the groups that are gonna rep Wu.
I mean, RZA was the one that, like I said, he opened the door for many people.
Right.
You know, not only for Wu-Tang individually,
I have no
but
idea what's going
he started
on,
to,
man. I'm
you
with
know,
you.
mesh and do his own dance.
And we gonna smoke a
with
bogey
other-
in a
other
minute, 'cause
individuals.
that's-
So we really wasn't
You don't smoke cigarettes?
knowing about them that much, but the ones that we did know about, they was more connected to us.
Right.
As far as like family, relative, or something on that nature. But you know, his thing was just to spread knowledge, and he started teaching all these young dudes knowledge. You know, then you come out with a Killer Priest. Then you come out with, you know, a Sons of Man, or you know, records that took hip hop somewhere else. It took you on some knowledge shit. So you know, they was deep into it. So, you know, I felt like that was needed for the culture too. For
And then
youngsters
he hit
that
you with
really
the I love you,
want to learn
Raekwon.
for that. You know, he set something up in his own
Then he
way.
hit you with I love you, Raekwon.
Oh, that's
Shaq was in
that's
that
the
video.
beginning. Yeah.
That was hard.
Come through me
That was
too.
hard.
Come through me.
We got the ladder, right?
That's the Jizzy joint.
That was hard.
For the record, King Just was never Wu-Tang at all.
King Justice from my neighborhood.
I thought he was super
Put it
dope,
like
man.
this. Put it like this. He was Wu-Tang for the neighborhood. He was, you know, just attached to us because that's our little son that we taught how to rhyme. You know,
It was
yo,
weird
boom.
though because for real he came.
He from
not to
my
cut you
building,
off.
so that's my son. You know what I
Me and
mean?
Chef, we was in front of the building. He came and said one of his first
Right,
rhymes
I know
for
you
us,
gonna
and
see
we
that.
laughed the nigga off the block. Laughed him off the block.
Nah.
Nah, I'm not taking
That
nothing
made him a
away
better-
from him.
that made him a
When he
stronger
came
rapper.
back,
He's dope, man.
when he came back, couldn't control that nigga. He was nasty, one of the nastiest
Nah, he
niggas
won't
on the
always
block.
be Wu.
Right.
He just took a different path than we did.
I thought he was dope.
He just took
See, everybody in our neighborhood, they knew when we was coming up, doing our thing, they wanted to be there, but it was just a matter of time. But some people chose other routes.
Right.
You know, that shit happens all the time.
And how about Little Shaheem?
Shorty locked up, he doing his
He
thing.
locked up right now?
Damn.
No.
Chunky bit. He
See,
doing
Sha
good, though.
followed his own path too, and the thing about Sha was, it's like, I'm not gonna call it a curse, but it's like when you come into this business as a child or a youth, and you have access to all these things at an early age, and Sha a real one. Whether y'all know it or not, even at that young age, Sha was real. That shit about never had a good Christmas because who was Santa Claus, that's
Right.
real shit, bro. That's Sha.
Right.
And it's just his path was being in that youthful era and always wanting to turn up and be out and about and all that shit. You get caught up in the same shit that people around you are in, even if you ain't in it. And that basically what happened with Shaheem and shit. I wish the brother nothing but the best. Nothing but the best and shit.
You know how it go. You know you got something great, but you just can't hold on to it in time to really help yourself. And it's like he was a nigga that always went back home and hung around his niggas. And you know how it is, you go backwards. Not saying going home to talk to your niggas is going backwards, but it was just a lot going on in his world. And he just got caught up in it.
Yeah.
You know, he was a star, man. We knew that from when he was a little nigga. When he's a little nigga, we used to push him up to the stage, you know what I mean? Yo, come on, hold him in the air, let him do his rhyme, you know what I mean? And yo, he live a real life. He definition of Staten Island.
I mean, 13-year-olds, like you couldn't picture, like whoever got kids and shit, could you picture your 13-year-old?
Yeah, having that much style.
Or even puffing weed. Or drinking for that, man. He had access to way too much shit.
Rest in peace, my nigga.
At an early age, man. You know what I mean? We all did, really, because I ain't gonna lie. My weed smoking years started when I was 13. That shit broke my mom's heart, but I couldn't understand it at the time, and she couldn't stop.
I was 11.
See?
He was 11?
See, and we...
at 11?
But the shit, like, when we raising our kids...
I wanted to big the nigga up, but he told me stop bigging him up.
Shit, I couldn't picture myself
wrong bigging up.
Bringing home a burner.
Yeah.
And we had access to shit like that. These niggas told you, he almost fucking... Well, he ain't almost shooting. He was playing with the guns and shit. But
There you go, tangle there again.
Niggas was only 15, 16 years old. Now you as a parent, picture your 15 and 16-year-old got guns and they bought them shits they sell. That shit unheard of, man. Some of the shit we had access to, man.
We had access to rental cars.
Talk about it, Cap.
We had access to rental
I
cars
always thought
at that
that
time.
was amazing. I ain't learned how to drive till I was 22. I always thought niggas was amazing that knew how to drive.
We ain't had no
at an
license
early age.
though. We had no license. We was the only niggas in New York that used to rent cars at 15 years old.
African cab drivers.
From around the corner.
And then if you ain't bring it back on time, they
From
report
on
it stolen.
G Street. We can get anything we want. We driving 98s. Headed out to Queens, Jamaica Ave. Headed out to fucking Brooklyn.
Palmetto.
AB.
Come out before rap. It's before rap. Jamaica Ave.
Yeah. Birdhead. Oh, what is it? Bergen
I'm
and
about
Underhead.
Crash Ray rental car shit. I smashed the shit out of that bitch.
Niggas had access to a lot of shit. That's why when you see shit like The Wire and shit like that, they got the shorties doing shit like that. That was us. That's why niggas can relate to that shit. That's why it's like an unsung hero in the street.
We did that shit all the way to the drink club, nigga. We started this shit from the hood to right here. We them same niggas right there, man.
Way too much access.
Same shit we been doing. That shit we sitting right here thinking about what we gonna do next.
But the crazy shit about it, niggas was doing all that shit.
It's other niggas out here though from the clan on the low.
Yeah, but we was doing all that shit.
See?
I knew his moms, I knew his moms. He knew my moms, he knew my moms, he knew my moms. It was like, yeah, that shit was always, like it was always fucking there for us to just, you know, there ain't no
Niggas
shit.
knew each other. Make some noise so niggas know each other moms. Goddamn. Hey yo, wake the fuck up. The fucking crowd back there. If y'all don't wake the fuck up. We got Wu-Tang fucking Clan.
Chef Mom used to do the plates.
But she didn't let y'all in the crib. We established that earlier.
Yo, listen, we had stores in the projects, my nigga.
But hold on, Chef Moms did not let y'all in the house. And just throw that out there.
Nobody moms was letting
no
no
thing.
No, it wasn't, you know.
These niggas.
But she had the best soul food though. She had the best soul food. We can get it from her. Then he had the store a couple of doors down.
Damn, you had. Wait, your
Apartment.
mom
Somebody
did the
turned
store
the apartment into a
too?
store.
Or that was your
Remember
store
that
too?
shit?
Yo, nigga.
Talking about,
Let me
man.
tell you something, man.
Talk about it, Chef.
141 store.
We grew up in the ladies' night era, nigga. Remember that shit? This is ladies' night. It's like
Cool in the
dope,
game.
crack, everything. Everything was going on back then. We was kids. We was watching all this shit. But
Cousin Ray.
you know, it's like that environment. Like that, our environment was a movie environment place, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I remember back in the days when we was kids, it was like, the nigga I looked up to, he was like the leader, Love. You know what I mean? Love, fly nigga. He always get fly shit from his brother though. You know, his older brother, Killa, give him everything. Gazelles, Lees, suede fronts, you know, Bally's. So you know he the winner. You know what I mean? And he was a nigga that had a mustache when he was like 10. Mustache nigga, hair on his legs.
I thought the nigga was a teacher when I was
the youngest nigga with a full beard.
Fly nigga with a full beard back then. With a full beard. So hear me, listen.
First day I got to the motherfucker, he wasn't my leader, but first day I got to the school and shit, he had on a suede front sweater, a little chain on, beard with some gazelles on. I thought the nigga was a teacher.
Yeah.
I'm older than everybody.
Listen, love. You talking about love?
Cool ass nigga.
Love.
Cool ass nigga.
You had knowledge of self, though.
You go out like, I don't remember that.
Love, listen.
No. G's and RZA and them niggas had a different story about love.
That's their cousin. That's their cousin.
That was you guys' cousin. Drama was some bullshit with that nigga.
Love is family, though. Love. We grew up together, you know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
You know, at the end of the day, he was definitely a leader in the neighborhood to me.
In his own way, it was like teaching niggas how to dress, cause Cap was always Poppy wardrobe king.
Cap had baddies before niggas
Cap
had
had
baddies.
Sham, nigga.
He introduced the hood to
brother.
Theodorus,
His brother Sham. Big up Sham.
Prince.
Big up Sham, bro.
You gotta
Yeah, a
relax.
lot of shit, man. Shark shit. Shark
Bally's, all this shit.
First nigga
That's
that
Captain.
His brother.
Okay.
On white pieces and all that.
That's what
His older brother Sham guards used to dress his ass off.
That's who what? Say that, Mexico?
DC
Yeah.
before crack.
This is all Staten down. This ain't Brooklyn
that's
niggas.
Staten down.
That's them niggas. He a Brooklyn East
No, he
Hill
always
nigga. This ain't.
So you separate yourself right now? East New York.
Cap started that shit in Staten Island.
Very clear, very clear.
So what was happening in Brooklyn?
Oh, the real shit.
Tell us what's happening, man.
Tut, drag, all that.
He talking, you know what I mean? But he's Staten Island though. But
I know that. I mean, over there. I was over there.
it's real shit.
Right.
We all took, I mean, the path, whatever path it was, it all
Yo,
let
we
us
used to
in
always
here,
look
man.
at Killa like he's a Brooklyn nigga though with us right
We
here.
used to fuck with him.
I used to fuck with Medina though. I was a downtown shopping Brooklyn ass nigga. Albee Square Mall.
Albee Square Mall.
Gold
My
front,
first Gold
deep
Fronts
frames,
from Albee Square Mall.
Everything.
Yeah, my first
This
Gold
nigga
Fronts.
stayed clean, my nigga. Nigga stayed clean.
So they closed that shit down. I'm still getting jewelry. They gone.
Yo, man, you got a good portion of the family at the table, man. I'm proud of you, man. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this in a while.
I haven't seen this so
Money
much.
Central, it's Money
Yo, let me tell you
Supper
something.
thing, B.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm so proud. Good. I got two left. Look. This is how I'm gonna do it, man. This is how I fuck with you, y'all. Look, I got one. And that's one is you, and one is me. And then I still got more marijuana that we can roll all day.
All right.
Come on. There you go.
get it.
Roll the rest of that.
Yo, where the champagne at?
We got more. Here, Cat.
Shaka Zulu.
Here, Cat. Oh, my bad, man.
What time is showtime tomorrow? Cause some of y'all niggas gonna need the detox.
Nah, but you know what? Even if you need a detox, the thing about life, the thing about when people get a certain place in life is certain people want to shift. That's what Wu-Tang Clan, that's what Old Dirty Bastard. Old Dirty Bastard said, respect me, nigga. I'm still here.
That shit went high.
But when certain people get a certain place in life,
this year, yo.
certain people want to shift their energy in a certain way. Listen, me, I got a great energy that's surrounding me. And for me to have Wu-Tang Clan to help support that energy in a certain way and say that I respect y'all, I love y'all, and if it wasn't for Wu-Tang Clan, in certain ways there wouldn't be other groups. And them certain other groups, if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be me. So 100%, I have to sit here, respect y'all. Not that I don't respect y'all behind y'all back, because I respect y'all behind y'all back way more. But I never ever thought I would see y'all all together.
That's crazy.
Like,
At the same time, we love you too, though.
No.
We love you too.
No,
on
I'm
the low.
Listen, can I say something?
You a loud ass nigga,
I didn't
man.
know, cause I heard about it, right?
All right.
The call hit me. Yo, niggas going through drinks. I'm like, yo, that's my nigga. Like, if he pull that off, that's dope because
I'm on Brian Gumbo level now.
I ain't seen nobody do that. But I know all my brothers fuck with him. And trust me, Ghost would have been right here. RZA would have been right here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas fuck with you. You a real Queens nigga. You a good brother.
I'm pulling up in the show and trying to get part 2 tomorrow.
Nah, you a good fella. It's like,
Thank
nigga, you gonna get a series if you want it, cause you. You come with the same shit we come
always loved you.
Yeah.
Seeing them
Shiny
niggas.
Club days. What's up, guys?
See niggas.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing.
You go.
I know you, nigga.
Go back.
You know?
I was jumping out. You see me over there. I see you over there.
The first time
You
you
go
said,
ahead.
You know.
yo, you hear me? The first time I met N.O.R.E,
Always love you.
he gave me a pound. He said, yo, don't trust Queens niggas.
Now you was living in Queens. I say you gotta relax.
Wow.
You was living in Queens. Yeah.
Don't try. What he said? What he said again?
He said, don't trust Queens niggas.
They go Brooklyn.
That's how y'all Queens niggas. Queens, so we dealing with Brooklyn, Queens. You know
It
what I
was
mean?
a different time.
We out there.
At that time, Lord, and I was like,
so it's all good.
I knew what it was. I knew what the energy was. Like, chill. You here, but lay your land and you keep it moving, cause sometimes niggas are just, you know, and you think the person that's cool with you is just not, and that's every borough. That's every borough. But I knew Chef found his resting home over there, and I had to let him know, like, yo, chill. Like, just because it's not the same wolves that you used to over there, it's a different wolves here.
Yeah, I guess.
But they just smile more. They smile more. So don't you dare think these niggas, because they Queens niggas, they got shape-ups every day. These niggas get shape-ups and they get clean, but these niggas is filthy. So Ray, don't you ever in the history of niggerdom trust anything that's happening right in your circle. Cause you my nigga, I got your back.
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
sorry, I went too
I
far.
used to live, you know, I used to live in Far Rockaway, right?
Yeah, that's the worst.
Split second.
Yeah, I was a little nigga though. But I remember
I went to church in Far Rockaway.
You came back.
I remember Mechanics coming out.
Yeah, I used to love that shit.
You know what I'm saying? I was in Queens right there. I was in Hamels. Fresh as the word. That's when niggas get the freshest thing. Like, cause Fresh knew how to do that.
Big up Fresh, where you at, Fresh? Where you at, cuz? You know, Boogie needs to be the Boogie nigga. You know, Fresh is the Boogie down, nigga.
International nigga, man. But like I said, yeah, you never trust a Queens nigga, man.
Nah,
Not the man. He taking it way too far. It was the era where he was at.
Listen, I'm a Queens nigga.
I'm a Queens nigga too.
And I know my brothers trust me.
Yeah.
So don't never say I'll never trust me.
Yeah. It's a different era. I didn't tell him that yesterday.
We ain't got nothing against Queens. We love Queens.
Listen, man.
Let the man.
I'm a Southside 40 project
Yeah.
nigga, man.
Man, I ain't tell him that yesterday. I told him that 10 years ago,
You
nigga.
don't want nothing basketball. You don't want nothing basketball.
Nah, man.
Bony legs.
Chill.
Don't want nothing basketball.
Niggas play
But
jail.
from every
Now let me ask you.
listen.
It's stuffing
I
you
know
in
I can speak for Southside Queens.
No, I can speak for the whole
I can speak for
Queens.
Southside Queens. I'm
The
gonna
whole
say
Queens.
Southside.
No, it was a different era, my
Now
brother.
listen, I remember 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Yeah,
Talk about it.
and I remember it too.
Talk about
We
it.
just
that
wanted to know.
one-
We just wanted to know when Run DMC came.
You said put your
Hollis.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember everything.
That was the livest part.
Run DMC rock
I'm
two
saying
summers.
like,
But this not a Run DMC episode. This is fucking Wu-Tang Clan episode. We want to talk about Clark Hill, Cableton, and all that. What is it? Yeah, let's Stapleton. You know, I'm fucking dyslexic. Let's talk about Stapleton. And I heard Raekwon and Ghostface projects used to shoot at each other.
Yeah, that was a lot of that because they were so close together.
I even heard Ghostface shot at a nigga in a club. I heard that too.
Well, you know, it's a lot of that. It's going to be a lot of that shit. Like I said, we was all in the same. Staten Island's small and concentrated. Plus, we separated from everybody by 2 bridges. You got Jersey on this side, Verrazano, or whatever. I mean, not Verrazano. Brooklyn on this side, Verrazano, and all that shit. On this side, you got Garthos and Bayonne that go to Jersey. So we in between all that shit. And I mean, some of the most. You gotta understand, like, we wasn't getting no parties. We ain't got no transit system to get us into the city. And a lot of times when fights was popping off in Union Square and Latin Quarters, those Staten Island niggas doing that shit. It's just that, you know, niggas always assume because anytime you go anywhere in the United States of America and you say New York, first thing they think is Brooklyn. Big up to Brooklyn all day, every day. But Staten Island niggas and being concentrated like that, whenever there was a party or something like that, somebody either got cut, shots fired, beat up, some crazy shit would happen. Even when it was like block parties and shit, and that's where it started at for me, when niggas were still wearing knockouts. Remember that? Knockouts, that's what they used to call the leather gloves. You put your knockouts on, it was official. Niggas be out there duking it up. Then when that crack shit hit, I moved away. By the time I came back, all these niggas looked like grown fucking men by the time and when I only left for a year. I was gone, I left when I was like 14 and a half. I turned 15, came back on my 16th birthday, the day of my 16th birthday. I go outside, niggas got scooters, jewelry on, all kind of. I'm looking at niggas like, what the fuck is going on? Crack. It's like, Jesus, the whole, and not just a few niggas, I'm talking about niggas I grew up with. And 16, 17-year-old niggas with their own whips and shit like that. This shit unheard of. Way too much access to too much shit. Way too much access, and I still went and got a job. Still went and got a job.
What was that job?
In the crack era?
Yeah.
You worked at the Statue of Liberty?
My mother wasn't playing that
That's
shit, nigga. You wasn't playing that shit, my mother.
You had a job before?
That wasn't happening.
What era is the crack era?
No, man, just did you have a job?
No, I had a job for like
88, 89. 86.
I had a job for 1 week.
Earlier, right?
I delivered pizza for 6 brothers.
For 6 people?
For 6 brothers. It's a restaurant.
It's called 6 Brothers?
It's called 6 Brothers. I delivered pizza. And
For how long?
I delivered the pizza, and then the girl that I delivered the pizza to.
Okay, how long did you work there?
Like about half a day, maybe.
That's not a job.
Listen, he a nigga like us, he never had a job. He never had that's what I was just trying to get to. He never had a fucking job. You know
A little bit in my mind,
That ain't
right?
a fucking job. That ain't a job. But what I'm saying is that our shit goes back to not having nothing. Nothing. So you know, either, you know, as a youngster, you know, either you go to A&P and pack bags, or you get involved with the neighborhood.
Right.
And a lot of times we looked at the neighborhood like there was a lot of money in our neighborhood. So it's like it was only a matter of time that things was going to start getting, you know, forcible for us to get involved with.
Right.
You know, when you come into Staten Island, Park Hill is like Harlem of it's like Brooklyn, Harlem, everything all in one. Cause everybody migrated there. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you had that Brooklyn mentality, you had that Harlem hustle, get money shit. You had that Queens fly shit, niggas going out, going to every club, whatever, flexing. You got that Harlem in there, Harlem and all of that. Everything was just meshed it together like a snowball. And it was $1 million coming through every day in it. It was different.
And that shit crazy, because Staten Island was where families was moving from Brooklyn and the Bronx to
Yeah,
get a better life. to get a better life.
That was their
From what I heard, I wasn't
Yeah.
there then, but from what I heard, Park Hill, I was in New Brighton at this time, but from what I heard, Park Hill was beautiful. Like the way they had that shit built up, fences, grass.
Shit,
That's what they say about
shit,
Compton. They say Compton is
And a lot
beautiful.
of families from Brooklyn, the Bronx, and all that shit came out there for a better life, got stuck, and that shit turned into some.
Yo, listen,
Other
mafia,
shit.
everything. Everybody coming through
Shaolin.
that neighborhood. Everybody coming through that neighborhood. For some reason, it was just one of those places, and you know everything. Cold crack, dope, heroin, whatever you want. You gotta come to Park Hill to get it.
I got exposed to a lot of shit when I
It was
moved there.
unfortunate, but that's how we, the circumstances that we came up under. You know what I mean? That's something that I don't want to say we was forced into. You know what I'm saying? But it was attractive. You know what I'm saying? We was like young motherfuckers, just curious about every fucking thing. And we was doing that all, my
But
nigga.
that's what it is. That's what life is. Everything new.
Dust at that age, you
But
know
it was
what I'm
a saying? project, like you said, it's the project.
Nah, Park Hill.
No, but
Park Hill is a
listen,
farm.
listen, yeah, but it was a project. It was apartments, but they treated it like a project.
Yeah.
Everybody came to have a better life. They said, well, let's give them this. Like you said, it was open for whatever.
Yeah.
They opened it up, so it was a project. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Look
It
what
turned into
happened.
something else.
Nice
Yeah,
for a
that's
minute, though.
You know,
Alright, what the fuck
you think about it.
Well, shit, it gave birth to y'all, right?
Gave birth to motherfucking Wu-Tang.
They created some real shit. We know.
So y'all telling me y'all ain't prepared for nothing tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm just
Yo, winging it? Y'all winging it tomorrow?
Listen.
There you go.
it's a mystery.
Tomorrow's another day.
So
We got, we professionals, so it's like
Nah,
when you a real one, you get out there, you do what you do, you have fun. You know what I'm saying? But we 5-star generals now. Niggas just go out there and just entertain and have fun. You know what I'm saying? And when you're a natural, it comes off better. So we naturals, we get up there.
No, y'all been
tap it up.
natural.
He really the man behind the wheel though, right? What you think? Killa?
Mathematics? He been the man behind the wheel.
We follow his lead on where he want to go. He the back catcher, so he watching the whole field. So we get
Keep
out
the
there.
eyes peeled.
Niggas say, yo,
Watch
go this way, man.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I know all y'all niggas. I love all y'all niggas. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna hit a couple of y'all for some tickets, but it ain't for me. Cause you know why?
For me.
Yes, but probably, yeah. Cause I'm going in the crowd, and I'm gonna be like that.
You want to see the show?
Nah, I'm gonna put on whatever kind of hat Meth got on right now. Put that on, grab some Earl Stevens, and I'm gonna be like that. Niggas gonna be like, yo, you gotta relax. I'm telling everybody, you gotta relax. And I'm just gonna be out there like that. And I just wanna see the whole show. Holy moly guacamole.
I'm still a fan too, my nigga.
That's right. Nah, I want you to see it because that's how I feel when I go to a lot of shows and I love certain niggas.
Nah, but it ain't nothing like a Wu-Tang show. I'm gonna be honest. Chill, chef. You're trying to be humble. I gotta stop you right there. Trying to be humble and trying to throw it like y'all niggas just normal niggas. No, y'all the X-Men.
That's absolutely true.
That's
truth.
Said the X-Men.
Y'all got all type of superheroes in y'all gang.
I seen you in the Marvel comic joint, the documentary joint.
Yeah.
Y'all like the X-Men
You know what's
mix.
crazy though? I've never got any flack from any of these dudes about comic books. So that shit.
Why would you?
I mean,
Wow,
I mean,
'cause
that's
I
the
just-
thing that people don't understand about the two different cultures. Whereas in the white culture, you look down. I guess they look down upon us geeks and nerds and shit like that. And that's not reality. Whereas in the black culture, we always respect this shit like the Hulk and shit like that. That's why we
Yeah.
always took to the kung fu.
That's what
movies.
happened with us with podcasting.
Yeah.
It was considered nerd shit in hip hop. And then we was trying to,
Well, everybody can put their own spin on shit and make it theirs, you know what I'm saying? And I will say y'all doing a great fucking job over here. Great fucking job, man.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something. We represent hip hop.
the come-up sheet. You know what I mean? It never signed it.
I'm on the Wu-Tang Council. I said, yo, you sure I'm gonna get? All I need is 2 or 3 Wu-Tang niggas.
No, we talked. He called me, and we talked about. We only need like we were saying like, well, if we get 2, then if we get 3,
we know everything about everybody.
Legendary 4,
Whoever
5.
come. So I'm like, all right, cool. We got 2.
Gotta do it one more time.
Nah. You know what? Wu-Tang deserve a 15-part episode on Drink Champs.
Yeah, as many times as it
Because
it
I
has to
can't
happen.
believe that we actually got together and said we're gonna big up our legends, and it worked. Like this is real shit. Like I look at all of one of y'all videos. I looked at every one of Meth's recent interviews because he got so much shit he promoting. And Meth, he give them niggas 2-word answers.
And he don't really do it. He don't really do this. So respect to you for being
Meth is at home right now.
Yeah, he don't really do this.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. Make some
And
fucking noise.
And I get it, man. I understand that. I get it.
I look at all these brothers' interviews. Listen, I look at all you brothers' interviews. And listen, I just want y'all to know, if just in case y'all don't know, y'all are at home. Yeah. This is your home. Anything you want to say. And we don't want no negative shit. We want the
definitely
base.
not negative.
We want the positive shit because this is what we got to do. Is because hip hop should be celebrated. When you in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you got 12 years, 15 years, and they say you're a legend. Right. And let's keep in hip hop. They say you old. Your waves ain't spinning the same way y'all are. That's what they say in hip hop. Your waves move to the side, or your your shit ain't just, oh, you got a little gray right here.
Yo, EFN, your beard too high.
That's EFN. Look at EFN.
We ain't never shit on Melly Mel, none of them niggas.
We can't.
And we can't.
That's the
shit on Melly,
man.
And they was shitting on us for
They were, but
they was trying to
But that's
shit
how
on
much
dude.
we respect the foundation.
And I definitely never disrespected them, shit on them or nothing.
It's the point I've been making for years.
These motherfuckers ate out of tuna cans, spaghetti, caviar. The motherfuckers rode in fucking dollar vans so we can ride in motherfucking tour buses. That shit gotta start somewhere.
Big up to them then. Big up to Ice-T, LL, and all of them, man.
Okay,
so breath, not to play devil's advocate.
Go, Meth. Right? Go, Meth.
The new cats, if they truly come from us, and we never been suckers. When the older generation was saying the music ain't good enough, y'all ain't got a message, this, that, and the third, what you thought the retaliation was gonna be? They come from us. Of course, they gonna speak up for themselves, because if they didn't, we wouldn't respect them, and then we condemn them for not being hip hop, because that's not hip hop.
But at the same time, for them coming from us,
the
one thing they should have took from us was, like you said, there's other brothers didn't give us that love, right?
Yeah.
So when they didn't give us that love, even though we didn't care, we never made it known that we didn't care. So that's the only thing that I feel like this generation is different from ours, because these other people, when we came out, they ain't show Wu-Tang love, they ain't show Mobb Deep love, they ain't show Nas love, they ain't show, but you know what we did is we ate that up. Right now, if motherfucking mathematics say, I don't like Metro Boomin snare on this shit. All he's doing is making an adjustment. He just assessment. He's just saying, yo, that record right there, and then you know what these young boys will do? What? You outdated. You guys are doing such and that's not even what you even meant.
But see, that's real right there, see?
Okay.
But in the same breath, we have to say what we say. I'm not saying that, you know, these motherfuckers is right for speaking up for themselves or that they wrong. I'm just saying that they did it. And I can respect that part of it, right? But in the same vein, when they're doing whatever it is that they're doing and shit, and we bad mouthing they shit because we don't understand whatever their movement is and shit, they have every right to speak up for themselves in that moment, because they're trying to do the same thing that we already did, which is make sales to these people. Fuck the message, because we know the message is fucked up. We know that part of it. But who are we to say what these motherfuckers is going to party to with this generation? Now the jewel is, by us speaking up and putting that in the universe, you got cats now. You got Kendricks, you got Vince Staples, you got Vic Menses. All these motherfuckers is coming with, I mean, they spitting. Luda Human. J. Cole, Luda Human. All these motherfuckers is students of that fucking culture right there.
Champagne,
So
I like to keep it light.
It's still relevant to speak up, but don't be mad at the reaction. But still speak your truth. But don't be mad at the fucking reaction.
Well, I'm gonna say this, right? On both sides. For one, it is a difference, right? From, like you said, like we always gave it up to our legends. We always gave it up to Kumo D, Melly Mel,
the architects,
regardless to what they said, right? But I always see with us, so if you go, it was always progression, right? If you go from like the 70s, like the Melly Mels, then you get into the 80s, the Tiller Rocks, and you get into the MC Shans, then you start getting to the late 80s, like the Rakims and the Big Daddy Kane, then you get into the early 90s, you start getting Nas, Wu-Tang, Biggie Smalls. The progression, it was a progression. So on that note, every generation did get better. So it's like in certain aspect, because it's more of, maybe it's more of an outlet because of the internet, that you hear more of certain type of music, where you hearing, well, it sounds like they went backwards. I think that's one thing, but then I also look at it also as far as the music I deal with on a mathematical plane, as far as us as being individuals and people, that I take it back to the Willie Lynch separation between how you keep a slave. It's like you separate the older from the younger. You keep them fighting amongst each other, because that way the younger won't get the experience of the elders, and the elders won't have the strength of the younger.
So we gotta blame the corporations at that point too. I think the record labels had something to do with that as well.
A systematic society.
But there's something that I say personally. I think when I say our generation, I mean like age group wise. Right. I think what I remember is what I'm thinking is that our generation stopped being OGs. And when I say, what I mean by that is, we stopped teaching the youth. We stopped being an example for the youth.
Stopped listening.
Exactly.
I don't think they stopped listening, because I remember growing up in hip hop, and the artists that I'm listening to are telling me to listen to or respect Melly Mel and Grandmaster Flash and these guys, and I don't know. That's not my generation.
Nobody told me to respect these motherfuckers.
They told me
to. I'm saying that we heard these motherfuckers, and growing up listening to these dudes in our era, it wasn't. We didn't do shit like that. It wasn't a thought to think, oh, these niggas is washed up, or these niggas is this, that, and the third. Even though there was like certain
but you might be thinking city-wise.
Hold up, there was certain favoritism towards certain artists. I remember going to a concert that had Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, P.E., Kid and Play. Now you know who's the odd man out there, Kid and Play. I like Kid and Play.
I think
but in that environment right there, the crowd was not feeling them niggas. I wanted to see their show. But they did like 4 or 5 songs, knew the crowd wasn't feeling them, got off. N.O.R.E came on, blew that shit up. P.E. came on, blew that shit up. Now the way this hip hop shit has always worked, in my opinion, is when Melly Mel and them niggas came out, they was doing the go-go boot shit, the beads and all that shit. Then Zulu came out, they was doing the beads and the shit like that. And the kids rebelled against that shit. Okay, this. I think it started with like Kumo D when he went at Busy B with this. The barber, that shit ain't gonna work tonight. We gonna say this shit. Then the era that came out of that, they was like, look, we don't rhyme like this no more. We rhyme like LL fucking Cool J. This nigga looked like one of us. He was the youngest nigga at that point to be rhyming, signed on a record. So now we like, okay, we like this shit, which went against what Mo D and them niggas was doing, right? Mo D even tried to come at LL based off of that shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Even Run DMC, not to pass those dudes up, but they gave us something that was totally different, where they bridged the gap to get us where we are now, where dudes is nominated for Grammys, not just nominated, but winning and being able to present and perform, because they crossed that rock and roll boundary. Now you get to that era where Kane and Rakim and them niggas was there, all of a sudden niggas started throwing on suits. we couldn't identify with that shit because we didn't have this money or them fucking
And then
suits.
Kane had Madonna and
Well, not even
Naomi.
Kane, because it was some people that came out
whacked,
that
though.
came as a prototype, and they put on the suits. But this was hip hop trying to be accepted by an audience that didn't care.
Hold on.
Let me get to this last point,
and then I'm gonna go.
finish. Hip hop getting to the point where it was like, no, why should we have to conform and throw on a suit for y'all to see who we are? This is where a Wu-Tang come in, a Nas come in, you know what I mean? And people from that ilk. First it was Onyx, give them they props.
Give Onyx they fucking props.
NWA, they props gotta be due.
Absolutely. NWA.
You listen to Rakim's early records, Rakim ain't even cursing on them fucking records. You understand?
But this is what I'm trying to say to y'all. Look, this is the thing. Everything you're saying is from the perspective of New York. You understand? I'm a Miami dude. Everything you're saying is the perspective of New York. Y'all getting it firsthand. It's coming to y'all right there in the boroughs. We not getting it like that.
Y'all was getting it from Houston and all.
No,
these
it's
places where
taking
connected.
time to come down to us.
He's in Miami.
It's taking time.
Let me say something.
Talk about it, Chef.
You gotta understand, right? You can't hold a generation responsible for something that they didn't know about because they was young. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, I get that.
It's like today's generation, they only know what they know because they haven't seen what we seen.
Right.
And they might have seen a little bit of it. So for us, for the Wu, it's like we decorated. They know automatically. There ain't never been a time where nigga tarnish our armor. Anytime. I ain't heard of it. You heard of it?
What?
Tarnish your armor. You know, like shit on you or whatever. I ain't seen that.
People
So
always
for
doing
us-
that. People always
so
doing that.
What I'm saying for us, I'm saying just the respect level from the younger G's. But they know certain people. It's like if I see Slick Rick, I know who that is.
Absolutely.
It's like, yo, that's Slick Rick. But Slick Rick was doing his thing in his time. We doing our thing in our time. So now they doing their thing in their time. All it is a cycle, you know what I mean? Now it's a little different because cats may not be as creative as we was. So they going back to that having fun chamber, which was at one point how we felt about our generation before us. Niggas cat was, everybody was fun, everybody was, you know what I mean? But they was still authentic. They was still making albums and being real credible
Fresh
artists.
is the word.
That's what sometimes we missing. We missing them seeing that the tunes that's there for them to take, just take a little bit more of it. Just take a little bit more and create something bigger. Right now it's just, yo, you can't knock it for having fun. You know what I mean? We all have fun before. You can't knock it for having fun.
Man, like
You
you
can't knock
said,
it
it's
for
their time.
getting
to shine.
free. You can't knock it
It's
for
they
getting
evolving, they
free.
going through what they was going through when we was coming up.
Have fun. Have fun right now. It's a fun time.
Yo, you got me leaking on that. This is like a racehorse right there.
You think there'll ever be another little Wu-Tang?
There's never be another Wu-Tang. Matter of fact, it is.
It's 1,000
It is. But
No,
I
let's
think
say-
that is my fucking point. And the point I was trying to finish is over all those eras with lyricism, we always respected somebody who pen was sharp. So the way the game flipped again, because we rebelled against the suits and all that shit, the way it flipped again was they rebelled against the rhymes. Fuck that. You ain't gotta say all that shit. We saying this shit here. Now it's not as much about the lyricism, but it's coming back to that shit. But it wasn't about lyricism as much as a vibe, because everybody was part of it at that point in time. And that precedent was set by the niggas that came before they came. The only problem is the part of paying homage. You know what I mean? And it's unbelievable how that shit worked in the South, because all those motherfuckers unified together to take over shit.
Was there any
Ride
time
and sing.
the whole Wu-Tang had a problem with another artist in the game?
Only Dirty and Akinelli. Dirty and Akinelli.
You crazy, my nigga.
No, Cypher.
Shout out
No,
That's
Cypher.
my nigga right there.
That nigga popped off in a showboat in East New York. Akinelli had the mic. He grabbed the mic. They was rushing around the stage. Shots ring off.
Shot at, right?
Shots ring off.
He took us somewhere.
Him and Akinelli.
He's gone.
Niggas always
gone,
fucking
bro.
put it in your mouth. That motherfucker.
No.
God damn.
Listen, yo, we fuck with acapella.
I meant lyrically,
So
like.
him and Dirty, it was wrestling on stage. All the time.
Hey, yo, look, we gotta show them all.
No, I'm so sorry.
Yo, let's make some noise.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me just say something. Let me end it like this. There's never been a group like you guys.
At all.
And there will never be a group like you guys. I am honored. I don't even know the word because you know I'm dyslexic.
Don't cry, nigga.
No.
Nah, you cry. Go ahead, cry.
Let me finish. Nah, because you know why? Because I looked at ESPN Sports and I looked at First Take and I said First Take is dope and that's one of my favorite shows. But how can the players relate to First Take when either one of these niggas never played a sport in their life? So then I started to look at what's the shit with Shaq and Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley. And I said, damn, where's that for hip hop? Where's the niggas that been in the locker room and been on tour with niggas and can say, nigga, I remember you. You ate at the Comfort Inn.
Right. I see where you go.
You was in the Red Roof Inn. I remember you. And when it was coming time to Mr. Childs, you got lost.
It happens.
It happened. So where's the platform for the people that's legends and that want to keep respecting our legends? And there's certain people, and there's not a platform that like that exists. So I look and I start watching people interviews, and I watch Meth interviews because Meth is out there promoting shit. And Meth ain't comfortable with these niggas at all. He over there giving them niggas two answers. You over there like this.
He the next Will Smith.
That is the Will Smith. That's the Will Smith.
Yeah.
Make some noise for Meth.
Nobody.
Nah. No.
Let me tell you.
That's my cousin.
I'm brief with the answers because I'm a student of this shit. I'm brief with the answers because Michael Jackson said any answer that you can give under 30 seconds to a minute is an efficient answer for anybody. You got to keep it moving. You know what I mean?
That was hard.
Promotion.
But not here in Drink Chance. In Drink Chance, Meth was sitting here having fun.
Thank you,
and
bro.
you know what it is? Because hip hop don't have that platform that we can sit down and just say, yo, I appreciate that time y'all niggas went to Palladium. And y'all got me in. And I couldn't get in. Like, I appreciate that. Like, this platform has to exist.
Reciprocal, bro. It's reciprocal.
You know what I'm saying? Because if there wasn't for Wu-Tang, and my timeline might be fucked up, but if it wasn't for Wu-Tang, there wouldn't be a Nas, right? Right? If there wasn't a Nas, there wouldn't be a Mobb Deep. If it wasn't a Mobb Deep, there wouldn't be a N.O.R.E. There wouldn't be a Cappadonna Noriega. So we all 6 degrees of separation. And we have to, instead of sit around and say, who gives a fuck? We gotta say, that's dope. We all came through the fucking same umbrella through some way. Let's fucking support that. Exactly. Let me support whatever fucking project.
That's right.
That's
what we do normally, you know.
Normal.
You know what it is. It's like off the record, you one of my favorites in the game, you know. Your personality is always, honest and clear, and you know that's why everybody fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with N.O.R.E. because he one of us. You understand? And yo, like I said, I'm happy that this made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Just to see that my brothers come to the table and we all, you got half. The other half, because you know they there for you still, you know?
Right. No.
Yo, Dream Champs is ESPN and rap right now.
No, Yo, come on. And let me just tell you something. We're gonna take this picture, so I'm gonna make sure.
Picture.
Shit. Niggas done disappeared too?
No, he good.
But listen, God damn it, I can't be so thankful so much. Cappadonna, motherfucking mathematics, putting them beats together. I'm definitely, listen, mathematics, I'm not sure if they taping this right now, but you gotta give me a beat, mathematics, at some point. Yeah, me and you, it's a side conversation. You definitely gotta give me a beat. You God is back in the building. Masta Killa, Method motherfucking man. Kappa motherfucking Dawn once again. Yeah. I can't thank Wu-Tang Clan for coming here because the thing about people getting information and people getting anything has shifted. Right now, anytime it's more 2 or 3 members of Wu-Tang Clan, y'all will be on the radio station. But I'm here to show y'all the new millennium because I'm gonna conquer that shit. So every time y'all wanna come back,
you got a platform?
That's Velvet Flint right there.
You been had a platform. We're on 119 episodes. But let me just tell you something. Not one of them was with people from the new generation. Cause I don't got love for the new generation.
I do.
I got love for them.
You never know what the.
But let me finish my math. You
never know what you might get from the Wu.
Yeah. No. Let me finish my math. What I'm saying is, this is a platform for us. You might not understand when you came on today. This is a platform for the older guards. This is not the older guards. This is a platform for the legends. This is platforms for niggas that put in their fucking work. And this is a platform for us gonna big up the fucking work that you fucking motherfuckers put in. When I say woo, y'all say 10. Woo! 10.